I think we live, baby. We are live. We are live. We are live. Let's go. Let's start it off like this. Hold on. Hold on. Why would that do that? Hold on. Damn, technical malfunctions already.
Trying to put my shit.
Yeah, you want to turn that?
Yeah. There you go.
It's game time, baby. Oh, where they at? Let's go.
Yeah, the devil's praying to me, and I help him go and get his way. You kept your word, boy, yeah, the devil said to me, and I can't wait to meet you one day. Yeah, I can't wait to meet you one day. Hey, 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 hey. Emotions out of focus, I'm crawling at my lowest. Feet hit the streets like a high-speed pursuit. I'm wild when I move, burning to your head, about to tighten up the noose. Bunch of clown faces blowing clouds of the booth. Woof, woof, hooters at the door, now they trying to run up in. I am not a guppy shark, stash everything. Dope in the pussy like a B of A deposit. Baby girl robotic, she gang bang robotic. Hang with the wolves or you gotta pull your weight. Told the biggest tool, keep one in the chain. This is not a date, dance with the Mex, get your face in the cake. Yeah, the devil's praying to me, and I help him go and get his way. You kept your word, boy, yeah, the devil's
The slow fade, baby. The slow fade.
I like that.
Very slow, nice and easy. Check one, check two. Is everybody in? Is everybody motherfucking and welcome to Hood Stocks on a Saturday afternoon, baby. A lot of festivities happening today. But before we kick off everything, if you're going to the Scam and Jam, if you're going to motherfucking the Canelo fight, we got UFC popping off tonight. We got fucking Casey's probably gonna put another fucking dress on tonight. There's a lot of shit going down tonight. Today's podcast is brought to you by Wavy Bar. If you would like to learn how this particular chocolate bar can help improve your mental health, check them out on IG and TikTok, baby. TikTok, yeah. At Wavy_bar. At Wavy_bar. Today's podcast is also brought to you by www.50racks.com. That's our brand. That's my brand. That's what we do when we represent the streets. If you want to cop one of these Laker hats that I did in honor of the homie Dwight Howard, you can go to www.50racks.com, and we got all kinds of other merchandise right there. Okay, we feeling good? Are we feeling good?
Groovy.
Okay. Look at me. What the fuck was that? The world sees the pictures. Let's put it like that, right? The world sees the pictures. Hood Stocks podcast puts the voice to these faces on the pictures, right? Okay, that makes sense. We are powerful. We are brilliant minds in this concrete jungle. Yes, we are. Out of East Los Angeles, today, we will connect you with the beautiful China. Let's go, baby.
One fine china to be exact.
One fine China. I mean.
But hey, it's good to be here. Thank you. So an honor to be asked to do things like this. So
it's fun. It's something different. I mean, this is the first time you ever do this?
Just to be, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So
be recognized or asked, so.
Well, you're gonna be under a microscope. People are gonna be judging. People are gonna be talking shit. No pressure.
Of course not.
Of course
it's
not.
My whole life.
Yeah, exactly, right? I mean, it's nothing
It's every day.
You know what's crazy is motherfuckers from the streets. You know what I mean? Would you consider yourself from the streets?
I mean, that's a strong term.
Well, when I mean the streets, I don't mean like.
No, of course.
I don't mean like committing crimes and you're fucking the Dom Mega, and all this other shit. I mean
Yes.
You can be put in the middle of downtown LA, or say in the middle of the fucking night, and you can navigate through these streets.
Right.
Like, you are not foreign to these streets. Anything you see on these streets is not like, oh my God, I can't believe I just seen that, because you've been seeing it all your life. Is that correct?
Exactly.
Okay.
Especially right here in East LA.
It's right here in East LA. I mean, were you were raised here in East LA?
Yes, my whole life.
Your whole life?
Yeah.
What do you
Grew
love?
up not too far from here.
Okay. You don't got to drop the pin like the last fool did. He goes, we're right here on Wop Bop Bop and whoop whoop whoop. I'm like,
Oh, wow.
Motherfucker, you are not gang related, are you? You know what I mean? Like, homie, I got enemies, dog. You know what I mean? Like, they still haven't gotten over some shit, you know? And he was like, he said the address. I'm like,
oh, wow.
And that's sometimes so we talked about it before. I said, you know what, dog, I need to get an eject button right here. You know? So when the motherfucker's just like.
You know?
You ever see that?
The gong or some shit, you know what I mean?
I prefer eject. The gong is too nice. I mean, the eject button would be perfect. Like, I just hit the button and that seat just fucking ejects the person.
Yeah, back home.
Or, you know, over on that fucking concrete floor right there, you know what I mean? And we'll have a second camera and watch that fucking in slow motion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fool.
That'd be funny.
It would.
Have you ever seen the Jackass? Are you not on, bro?
No, we're on, yeah.
Oh, you're on.
My sexy
I like
voice.
You don't got the dress on no more, bro. You don't got the dress on no more, bro. You know what, bro?
No, this is a regular scheduled programming. This is back to the routine.
Let me ask you a question. How do you feel about a man that feels very comfortable in putting a dress on?
To each his own. I mean, if that's what he likes to do, then, you know, I'm all for you doing what you want to do. So.
Would he get any action with you?
Hell no.
No? So what kind of female is gonna let what kind of female is gonna give this dude action after knowing that this dude had a dress on and he wore it very like it was nothing, like it was a pair of fucking
nonchalantly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it was second.
I mean, you know, those kind, I don't want to even say that.
No,
like,
I want you to be brutally honest.
Oh wow, that's really cute. I like that. Okay.
That's that dude right there.
Now, if that's if that's Halloween, that's dope. But if that's like a Tuesday afternoon going to Walmart or Target or some shit, I don't know.
I don't know. No, I get it. But he honestly, this dude. So he said he was gonna be that Vax card up there, right? He said, I'm gonna be a Vax card. I made this. I'm gonna wear it around my neck. I'm gonna be a Vax card, right? And I was like, all right, that's cool, dog. Yeah, I mean, I'm cool with that. And then he goes, hey, how about if I wear a dress? And it kind of fucked me up, you know, because
you're just a very confident man, right?
We could say that, yes.
Okay.
I mean,
like that.
boy, confident boy. He fucked me up because I just laughed at it and I said, yeah, that'd be fucking hilarious, dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I show up and this dude's got a pair of fucking nylons on, panties, fucking little girl shoes on, and a fucking little Bo Peep. Who the fuck were you, dog? Jay just had a dress on.
I was Pepita.
Pepita. I gave him the name. I said, Papita. I said, this motherfucking Pepita. But he
it was a studio made.
No, let me tell you this, Miss One Fine China, AKA.
I like how you say that. Say it again.
Miss One Fine China.
Hey.
AKA Asia. Asia's your government name?
Yes.
That's a pretty name.
Thank you.
That's Asia. Asia's a nice name.
Thank you.
You know, you know what? And
it's different.
It's different. No,
yeah.
But I've known a couple Asias,
wow.
Not a lot, but they've all been like chinita eyes, you know what I mean? Like for some reason, you know, like they knew that like my baby's they seen it in the fucking the ultrasound with the little china eyes and shit. Like I'm gonna name her Asia, you know what I mean? I mean like there's certain babies you don't see them with a motherfucking something else on or something cracking. I'm gonna name that motherfucker Africa. You know? You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, that motherfucker got big lips in the womb. I'm gonna name that motherfucker Africa. You know what I mean? Or
white people naming their kids America. I never seen
America. Yeah. What up, my G? What's poppin'? There you go, dog.
Oh, thank you.
What's up, baby boy? You looking fucking super fly. Look at my boy, dog.
Wait, where's the menudo, fool?
Menudo.
Where's the menudo at?
Cheers.
Yeah, cheers. It's good having you here. It's good having you here. So we've known each other for like I would say some years, but we don't know each other.
Right.
Yeah, we know each other, but we don't know each other.
Right.
You know, so we've seen each other in some events. Mm-hmm. We know the same people, and throughout like fucking like I don't know, since I got off the whoop penitentiary, you know what I mean? You know, we've been following each other, mm-hmm. you know, and you know, not a lot of interaction. Like you don't comment really on my shit. I don't really comment on your shit. But I see you, you know what I mean? You're always posted up with the twins, you know what I mean? You know? You know? And I'm like, all right, looks like she's doing good and the kids are well as well.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
we are.
Looks like they're ready to go she's dropping them off at school, you know? You know? I mean, when you have breasts that big, like in the wintertime, do you put beanies on them?
You can. I mean, but I can't find a beanie big enough.
Maybe we need to go beanie shopping.
Right. You gotta make some.
That'd be dope, huh? Some hood stock breast warmers. And then you got the little titty bitches trying to roll up and buy some. Like, get your little ass out of here. Your little booty socks are over there. Yeah, man. Shit. So disrespectful. Or maybe I can take up some crochet. I can start crocheting. You know what I mean?
There
Can you
you
imagine?
go.
My girl walks in the living room. She's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm crocheting some titty warmers." You know? What are you doing? She'll be like, "All right." Next time I walk in, I'm like, "What are you doing?" She's like, "I'm crocheting some dick warmers." I'm like, "Oh, you bitch."
We'll call those tuggies.
Tuggies. That was funny. He doesn't say a lot of funny things.
Oh my god.
Those aren't huggies, those are tuggies. I mean, you know what? If I were
I
you,
could sell those.
if I were you and my breasts were that big, you know what I mean? I would wear my breast the way you wear your breast, out in the open.
Right? Exactly. I can't hide these, and I'm not gonna apologize for having them. So.
I mean, I can
Here they
imagine.
are.
I mean, are you ever in like a super? Nah, I wouldn't say that because everybody appreciates breast. You know, I mean,
Not everybody.
Well, why do you get breast shamed?
I do.
Titty shamed? Would it be called
do.
titty shamed?
I get it all
Titty
the time.
shaming.
He gets little dicky shamed. Little dick shamed.
I get it all the time. It's like an everyday thing.
Are you serious? Is there such a thing?
I'm assuming. I mean,
Is that coming from the LGBTQZ community?
Yeah, I think that
no,
was
they kind of appreciate it. Actually,
I would think so. Well, I'm just thinking like someone who's gonna hate. It seems like there's always some. It's not an individual.
You know what I find funny? You would think 9 times out of 10 it would be another woman. It's not.
It's a dude.
It's a dude.
It's a gay man.
No,
That
because
wears
even
dresses.
gay men appreciate it. So
Fuck you.
I don't even know. I can't explain that for them, you know. But it 9 times out of 10 it's from a man. So I don't know.
You must be like a motorboat specialist. Like everyone wants to motorboat.
Yeah.
Another motorboater.
Yeah.
You're an amateur.
I've
Let me
gotten
see a picture
offers.
of your ex.
Yeah, I've gotten offers. I've gotten a lot of things. Just like, oh, can I do that? You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you can make a lot of money.
I have a friend who did it last night. She does it all the time when she sees me.
How much did she pay?
No, she's is cool, but when you got the he's, you know what I mean, then
Yeah.
you know what I mean, like
But
that comes with a
what if
price
he
tag.
identifies as a she? Then what?
You know what? I have some breaking
mean,
news,
you know.
everybody. No, go ahead.
Rules were meant to be broken, I guess. Things could be bent a little, but yeah.
I mean, it's okay for a female, and I hate to go down this road, but we got to state the obvious. You know what I mean? It's okay for females to walk around with their breast fucking just like fucking
Well,
just hanging out.
mind
but,
you.
but I can't. If I had an enormous penis, you know, which I might.
Hung like a horse.
Don't listen to everyone out there. No. They're lying. No. He's got a little dick. Little Dick Lux. We know you, fool. No, but if I had an enormous penis, or say enormous nuts, right? If I had enormous nuts and I want everybody to see my nuts, right? And
But nuts aren't attractive.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
I
girls want to
agree.
see shaft.
they want to see the shaft.
I think so.
I mean, what do the females do? I mean, so when a female sees a penis and then you got them little hairy things, you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
no,
Them
those are awful.
The third
Are they
brain.
awful?
They're awful.
But they're a part of the whole
I
fucking...
mean, they're, you know, if
They're
it's someone you care about, it's different. But
Is it
on the
though?
natch, it's pretty fucking weird looking.
What about when one nut hangs lower than the other?
That's weird.
What about when one's shaved and the other isn't?
Or how about when it's just one?
Hey, you know what? Shout out to my boy Rico from Eastside Weed Mods. I'm gonna throw this out here right now. No thinking on what we talked about earlier. But anyways, my boy got shot in the balls. And he got one of his nuts shot off. We're in Susanville 3-yard, and he was like, fool, I got shot in a nut, bah, bah, bah. And we in the gym, dog. And we showering and shit. And man, I'm not trying to look at his shit, but it's an open shower, and you know, fucking we guys are dumb. You know what I mean? It's like a room. We talking shit. We doing the
you
ninja.
Do a drive by every once in a while.
We're doing stupid shit, dog. Some dudes are jacking off in that bitch. Like it's just fucked up. You know what I mean? Yeah, dog.
That sounds like a zoo.
It is a zoo, dog. And I go and I look over at the homie, and he just had one ball. Like I was like, oh shit, dog, you ain't lying, dog. The TRGs, I think it's a TRGs out there, something like that. They shot his fucking nut off, dog. And so he only got one nut.
That's dope.
I mean, is that appealing to a female? Like,
I mean, balls are not appealing, period.
So you'd rather have a dude with one nut than two nuts?
I mean,
Or
doesn't
no
really
nuts.
look different. I've seen a one ball, so yeah.
What?
Don't really look too different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why did he only have one ball? Did he ever
I
get a
have
shut off?
no idea. I never asked.
You never asked. You just like
Yeah,
it was just.
yeah.
It was just like in the heat of the moment. You're like, oh shit.
No, I
one
wasn't
nut.
even with this person.
He whipped his shit out?
He had he was very well endowed.
What do you mean? What does that mean?
So he had a big dick, so he wanted to show it. So he took his pants down and showed everybody. But then we were all wondering, wait, like there's something off. So, that's how we saw it. Yeah. Good times, by the way. Vegas.
Vegas. Hey, you just fucking violated the fucking rule,
I don't
girl.
give a fuck.
Everything that happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. No. Well, she just told that part of the story. I'm sure there's a whole lot more to that.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
A little bit. Okay.
bit.
I mean, I love these. You know what? I always like. Growing up, I watched Howard Stern. My grandma would go to sleep, and this is when, like, you know, I'm 44 years old, so this is when they would actually have it, like, in the late night regular TV. So my grandma would go to sleep, and we put Howard Sterns on, and there would be like females with some big old jugs. I mean, is it disrespectful when they call them jugs? What is the proper fucking lingo for big breast women?
Whatever you want to call them. Don't matter to me. I've heard it all.
What are some of the top three names?
Melons.
Jugs, not for sure. I mean, who says jugs?
I don't know.
You know, a white guy says jugs.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey.
What kind of guy
Kids
says
fucking-
melons?
Tetas.
Yeah, tetas. Yeah, but it's I don't really.
I like-
Sweater meat?
Sweater meat. I've never heard that one in my life, bro. I think you might be
That's the first.
sweater meat. That's weird, bro. Anything he says, ever since he put that dress on, he's just like, this just ain't right no more. You know what I mean? Don't fuck me up, man. Sweater meat.
I'm gonna use that shit. I like that. But yeah, I've heard them all. But jugs, it's.
I know it's
It's a white term.
yeah, but it's a fun term.
It is.
You know what I mean? It's a funny term. I like saying. I like saying. I know it could probably originates from like Huntington Beach or some shit like that. You know what I mean? But it's
Newport Beach.
Newport Beach. Yeah, but jugs is fucking like, oh shit, look at them jugs, dog. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to. I'd rather hear jugs than tetas. Tetas is like, you know what I mean?
Dirty.
It just sounds stupid. Like, oh, you filthy dog. You know what I mean? And the homie got his old, anyways, yeah. Got some dirty ass Cortez on talking about tetas. Like, homie, clean your Cortez, dog, with no teeth, huh?
I mean, I have a question. So do you always know when a guy's looking?
They all look.
Well, look what you doing.
I mean, it's part
You
of it.
wanted to. You wanted to. You're like a billboard. You're like a walking billboard, girl.
So my thing is that
My thing is, I like to show my breast.
you look. That's fine.
Am I looking right now?
It's when you stare. It's when you stare.
What is there like a 3-second rule or what?
Yeah.
'Cause in
come on,
construction-
be slick about it, you know? Because we all do it. Even the girls. The girls do drive-bys all the time. You know?
Is
that what they do, huh?
Is that what it's called, drive-bys?
Yeah, drive-bys. Yeah.
So do you, specifically look for men or the male figure with gray sweatpants on?
You know what's funny? Man, thank you, by the way.
Thank you, God, for this breast.
I've
Oh, go ahead.
always gotten lucky in that department. Anyone I've dated, I've just gotten lucky in that department.
So do you know the gray
wait.
Do you know the gray sweatpants, like thing, Lucky? Do you know that?
No, I don't. Fucking Pepita. What is it?
Well, someone told me that it's like girls look at dudes with gray sweatpants. If you wear gray sweatpants, they can see your shaft. And girls, I guess.
I mean, do girls? I mean, so we love it. Let's ask a question. Let's get some fucking.
Ask a girl.
Yeah, you're right. You know, so we love it when women wear spandex, right?
Right.
See all the curves, bop, 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 whoop, 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 you know what I mean? You know?
I get it.
And so would it be the same with females and dudes in sweats? I mean, what turns a girl on when they see a guy
I mean,
wearing?
I can't speak for every female, but for me, it's a few things. Obviously, you got to be good looking, you know.
What's good looking?
Me, I like baby faces. I don't know why. I just have a thing for baby faces. But it's
You smell
like,
the baby powder right
it's
here?
It's the tattoos. It's the way he dresses. The way it's all of those things. All those combined.
Is it?
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, what if he's too nice?
Yeah. See?
Finishes last.
Yeah.
Everybody knows that.
Nice guys finish last. No, I keep on telling you this shit. Am I telling
been
you?
knowing.
Okay,
Yeah.
no. Who am I
You're
telling,
telling
bro?
Preston that.
Preston. I tell Preston that. My bad, dog.
I'm sorry, but too nice. It's just too much of something is not good for you.
So what is expected of so what is expected from a man? I mean, are you looking to be like wined and dined and kissing the neck and pop 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 and whoop whoop whoop, or is it like cool when the dude's
So-
like, bam, what's cracking, girl? You know what I mean?
I'm pretty sure people already know this, and people who've known me for a while know this about me, that I've always dated a particular type of man. And so it's kind of impossible for them to do certain things for me because of where they're at. So
where they're at physically or mentally or both.
physically,
So you like to date men that are in jail?
yes.
Why?
I don't know. There's just some type of an attraction of the mind, getting to know them, and you're basically forced to try to get to know somebody that way. You can't be physical, obviously, so there's only one other way to get to know someone. You actually have to talk to them. You actually have to see where they're coming from, pick their brain, so to speak.
I kind of like that.
So,
And on that note, let's read some Chinese proverbs. How about that? Okay, let's do it. Something different.
okay.
Let's read some Chinese proverbs.
You're going to read them in Chinese?
Oh, that would be something.
I got a couple of them right here that I want to read, and we're just like, getting to know people and just seeing the way because people see you as an object, and so right, and I mean that with no disrespect,
Right.
But you have 100,000 followers.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Fuck if I know.
Was that the proverb?
No, I'm just saying. I'm kind of like, I'm not. That might be borderline like not sounding right, and I don't mean that. I don't mean no disrespect. You know what I mean? I'm just saying, like, men see the breast, men hit the follow.
Right.
I mean, it would be probably fair to say that maybe like 80-90% of your followers are men.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. But the reason why I wanted to have you on is this is fun to talk about, but I wanted people to get to know you as an individual and see the way. And so since you talked about that, saying, you know what, I like to be with dudes that are, locked up. Why? Because they're not telling me all the things they think I want to hear just to get some of this right here, right?
Right.
And that's dope. I kind of like that, and I respect that. And some dudes.
So they automatically assume, so since that's not the case, they think, wow, this guy's using you. You got to put money on his books. You got to send him packages. You got to do this and run around. No, I'm not that kind of female. I'm the alpha female. So if I'm with you, you got to do for me. And if you don't bring something to the table, then I can't fuck with you.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Look at these. Look at these. I don't know what that button's about. Oh my God. But you know what? So what can a dude? So there's haters out there. There's dudes that are tatted up. Mm-hmm. There's dudes that are driving a lowrider right now. You know what I mean? With all the fucking with the Dayton's on it, you know what I mean? And they portraying this motherfucking street motherfucking legend dude, you know what I mean? And some of these dudes I see it sometimes, they be hating on females fucking with dudes in prison because your worst game, check it out. I've been with females that had a dude in prison, and not one time did I ever say, fuck that dude in there.
Right.
I said, girl, take care of that motherfucker right there.
Right.
You know what I mean? And what you're doing is fucking amazing. You know what I mean? And don't get it twisted, because I've been in the pen and my own homies were fucking my bitch. I mean, that's just the way it goes sometimes.
Right.
I mean,
Well, I like
they were
to
keeping
say
it warm. They were taking care of.
What I like to say is, it's part of the game.
It's part of the game, right? It's part of the game. And I don't want to sound like fucking I got caca in my mouth, but this is it's just a part of, like you said, it's a part of the game.
It's
reality.
Not a good thing,
and if
it's
you
not a bad thing. It's just part of the game.
And if you don't like it, you know what you need to do? You need to take your ass to church and find a church girl. And when you find that church girl, you're gonna know the whole neighborhood know her, homie. No, it's fine. That's wrong. Chinese proverbs, you ready?
Yes.
Let's go through a couple of them. A child's life is like a piece of paper, which every person leaves a mark. It's true, huh?
Yeah.
Makes
like
sense.
that.
Let's read another one. A gem is not polished without rubbing, nor a man perfected without trials.
I thought I was going to go south on that one.
Yeah.
I know. A gem is not polished without rubbing. So as soon as when you got breast in the equation, yeah, it sounds right.
Yeah, I know. I thought I was going to go.
No, they call me jackhammer hands. You know what I mean? You know, and
I'm
even,
like, where are you going with this?
and even my girl's like, what are you doing in that shower? Rubbing your shit raw? And I was like, maybe.
Hey, self-love.
Yeah, self-care 2021.
You know, a single conversation with a wise man is worth a month's study of books.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. They say,
They're saying if you can read 1,000,000 books, but it's all it take is just one conversation with somebody that is wise and something that maybe they tell you that really resonates with you. I mean, have you ever talked to somebody that's just like, whoa, like it really, like you won't ever forget? Like, is there anybody you can think of right now?
Yes.
Do you mind speaking on it?
How you were raised, actually, those are your first influencers, you know, your parents, your grandparents, whoever raised you. And then comes the friends, you know.
Talk to the mic a little, please.
And so to me, it's you take a little bit of what you like, of who you are. This is who I am. This is who I want to be. So you take, and you know what? Okay, I see how this person talks or their get down. So you take a little bit. And that's how you build up, you know, and it turns you into someone that you were meant to be. So that's just what I did, you know, listening to my parents, my dad, you know, following my dad's footsteps and somewhat following my mother's footsteps. And then you meet your friends, and then you start to learn like who's who, and you take a little bit of what they say, even if it's bad, you know what I mean? You take a little bit of what they say, and now you know what not to do, how you don't want to be, you know what I mean? So that works for me.
I do it to this day.
Yeah.
And you don't ever stop like learning or just like, I mean, I love when I can be around people, and it can be anybody. It can be you. It can be this fool with a little boy outfit on right here. I mean, it can be anybody that you can hear them say something, and you're like, whoa! Like it can catch your attention in the middle. It can catch your attention and resonate with you in the middle of chaos.
Right.
Well, your whole world will just stop and be like, oh shit, that was a gem right there. That was powerful. Mm-hmm. You know what's crazy? Let's talk about this. I want to talk about your upbringing. We'll get to that right now. But so since we've been able, Hoodstock's podcast has been able to be around, you know, some amazing people that have done some amazing things in life, like, you know, Dwight Howard, for one thing, from the Lakers. And when we've been around these people, it's crazy because it's not like being around the hood homies or the homegirls, you know what I mean? These people are on another fucking plane. Right. Another playing field, but life is about frequencies, right? And they are able to maintain their frequency. So say if I want to have a high frequency, right? Mm-hmm. Say if we want to have a high frequency, like what you do in your life is probably different from what I do because I work construction, right? Mm-hmm. So I say if I want to maintain a high frequency, it's hard for me to. Why? Because the trade that I work in, we're fucking worked hard. A lot of us don't sleep good at night. And say when we go into work, a lot of dudes don't want to be there. It's the butt crack of dawn. Nobody wants to be up.
Let me ask you something. Yeah. What do you mean specifically by high frequency?
A high frequency would be able to, but will be.
Is it money? Is it mental?
It's mental.
Okay.
It's mental. It's mental.
So it doesn't matter if you're from the ghetto, from the barrio, or from, Beverly Hills, right?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. As long as you can catapult yourself, or you can put yourself in that higher plane of thinking, the higher vibrations. But when you're around a lot of energy that is like negative energy or dull energy, then it can possibly bring your frequency down. As much as you fight it.
Right.
As much as you fight it, say, man, I want my frequency up here. When I see Asia in the morning, Asia, what's popping, girl? Good morning, pop, pop, pop. I love you, girl. You looking good, girl. The twins too, bop, bop, bop. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like we vibing high, right?
Right.
And then you look back at me and you're like, Lucky, you the man, nothing but love, brother. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Have an amazing day. Right? That's us waking up on a high frequency and just vibing, and you're fucking with people that understand that the vibrations are real. The frequency is in tune with where you're headed to or where you want to go.
And I think that's what maintained a lot of my loyal friends that follow me. I don't call them followers. To me, there's some type of friendship we've bonded, we've built, just getting to know each other on here. Like I said, I've dated men that are busted, so I have never met them. I've never physically met them. I've never physically met these people. So why can't I call them my friends? People that I, just like how you mentioned earlier, that you hear something, someone says something and you hear it and it just sticks with you. I've heard it from people that don't have followers, that had 20 followers.
Doesn't matter.
Exactly. To me, a lot of these people that follow me and vibe with me whenever I do a live or whatever I may be doing,
I see your lives. You're putting makeup on.
Yeah, that's all I do. And it started as just something to do because I was bored. One day I was like, I don't have anyone to talk to. I can't be on the phone while I'm doing my makeup. So let me go ahead and let me just do this. And it went somewhere. And now people actually want to know me, want to ask me questions, want to know what kind of brand I'm using or things like that, things of that nature. So it just worked. And I continue to do it still. And it's a good way to get to know people, other countries. I have people who come from other countries
to see you,
just to be on live with me and kick it with me and just chop it up, and that's pretty cool.
So let's do this, Miss One Fine China. Let's get to know you.
Okay.
How were you raised? Were you raised with your moms and your pops?
Yes.
What kind of relationship did they have, and what did they instill in you growing up?
Man, here we go. So my parents were. My parents were crazy, dude. My dad worked a lot, and then my mom worked a lot. So
what kind of work did they do?
My mother's a nurse, or she was a nurse. She retired. My father passed away a few years back.
Condolences.
He was thank you. He was a journeyman pressman. He did that for a long time.
A journeyman pressman. What is that exactly?
So they make paper and do things with paper.
Okay.
I can't really relate, but it's just something to do with paper. Working machines. You have to know how to work these machines.
He was a machinist.
Yes, something like that.
Yeah, that sounds right.
So I had to raise my brother, my sister. So I was basically mom.
You're the oldest?
No, my brother's the oldest.
And you still had to raise him?
Yeah, because he wasn't home. I mean, he was a boy, He's out there running amok,
Well, girls mature faster than guys.
Right. So I had to stay home. I learned how to cook, clean early, very early.
For your siblings?
Yes.
Because mom and pops are at work.
Right.
Trying to make ends meet.
Right. Yep.
So you're responsible.
Somewhat.
I have an older sister that raised sort of a little bit me and my other sister. I have a younger sister, but she passed away from cancer.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Thank you. I mean, it happens, right? Unfortunately. She's 4 years older than me, so I think she was like 8 years old. She was like 9 years old.
Yeah.
Taking care of me
Same here.
and my sister, and so her growing up, she never had kids.
Oh wow.
And she always said that it was due to that, having to be so young and raising her siblings, because
Right.
my mom was divorced. She got divorced very young. It was an ugly divorce. I was in the middle of that bitch, being the only boy. That's another story. But so I hear what you're saying,
Right.
and so you came up raising your younger sister, your
Brother.
older brother.
No, so it's 4 of us.
Okay,
My older brother, me, and then my brother and my sister. So I had to raise my brother and my sister.
got you. And that was tough.
Oh yeah, of course, but you gotta make it work. You gotta do what you gotta do. It's team. It's a teamwork. It's what you think that you're supposed to do, because it's the right thing to do. What you feel inside of you. So I did it. I didn't do it right. But what did I know?
Yeah, you did it to your best ability.
Yeah, I was a kid, and I still wanted to be a kid. So I had to fit all of that in. And I made it work. So. But yeah.
And so that would be did that kind of like set you on a path? I mean, in regards to like life in general. I mean, you took care. How long were you having to care for your siblings? I mean, was there a point where you just fucking went buck fucking wild? And
I did it for a long time. But yeah, I still wanted to be like I said, I still wanted to be a kid, and that I was raised tomboyish. I was raised to be in sports, and I dressed like a boy. My hair slicked back in a braid and pants and a slingshot.
Were you borderline like a Manflora? Or,
No. You know what's fucking funny about that? My parents were scared that was gonna happen to me. They were really worried that I was gonna go in that direction. I think because they tried to have a conversation with me about it, but I was a tough little girl, is what it was. I would play with Barbies, but I also play with my GI Joes.
That's dope.
You know what I mean? So I would play outside and play. My 2 best friends were boys, and we played baseball and played in the dirt and skateboards, and we lived on a hill. So playing in the hill was so much fun, playing in the dirt and just doing all that shit. But then there would be times where I'd come inside and want to do makeup. So I had the best of both, but I was a tomboy. So
I mean, I know a lot of females that were tomboys. I mean, you're an alpha.
look at me now.
Yeah, look at you now. But would you still consider yourself kind of tomboyish?
Oh yeah.
Like a dude?
Yeah.
Like you,
Ask anybody I've ever dated and they'll tell you act like a fucking man in this relationship. But it's, it's just what I was, it's what I am.
How is it being in a relationship with you? Like, what are the dynamics like?
I feel bad for them sometimes.
Has your approach been successful or unsuccessful?
Oh, that's how you learn though, from, the failures, the trying and the trying again. And, at this time, I think I'm not going to do that this time. So, you learn.
Are you abusive?
I have been, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like,
hell yeah.
Like physically. Some females like that.
It's not something you like, you don't want to see yourself doing it, but you're doing it, and for all the right reasons to you. Don't matter what this person thinks, I know why I'm doing it, and you for damn sure know why you're getting it.
So there's a reason behind everything.
Of course.
Yeah, everything's justified.
Every action has a reaction, so.
But in life, every action has a reaction, but it depends on how you
react.
Yeah, how you react and
Exactly.
And according.
So I've tried to not be that way because I've been in relationships where I was abused. So I get it, you know what I mean? And so I try not to be that way, but I can't help but feel that I have to run the show.
I can see dudes being with you and being super fatal. I think you may attract a lot of fatal dudes. Have you ever been with a dude that was just like, damn, girl, you banging, do your thing. Matter of fact, let me drop you off at the strip club and I'll pick you up when you're done.
Yeah, I've had that.
Because I've been in a couple relationships where they were strippers. And I drop them off, pick them up.
Yeah.
Oh, good. You know what I mean? Get that money, girl. You know what I
Right,
mean?
exactly.
You getting it for us.
Yeah.
You know,
exactly,
you getting it for us.
exactly.
You know, and
I think I've only had one relationship like that.
As long as you ain't giving up the whoop-de-whoop-whoop, you know what I mean? You know, then we golden. But I know what you're doing in there, you know what I mean? You fucking, you know, there's a lot of boners in there, you know, and you entertaining these boners, you know what I mean? You know,
is what it is.
Yeah.
That was Lucky's
But
job
yeah.
in prison.
Entertaining boners.
So
Good one.
Coming from the dude that was wearing a dress last week, I'm gonna tell you like this. I swear to God, he fucked me up with that dress. Because not only did he wear the dress, but he was flicking the hair back.
Did he actually look good in it? Is what I want to know.
He had nice legs and nylons.
Well, I used to have long hair, so that was like I recently cut my hair like a month ago. I had like long hair, so like the hair flipped like it was kind of somewhat natural.
Bro, the way you were, but so it was.
Lucky was calling me a sexy bitch the whole time.
Nice.
I was on shrooms. All right? But I noticed every time I called him a sexy bitch, it would make him really happy.
He loved it.
He would smile so big. I said, "You sexy bitch, you look at you," and that fool would smile so big, and I was just like, "Damn, this fool's really feeling himself," you know. And it was just we had a really weird Halloween special that we tried something out. We tried something different. I mean, it sometimes different. Yeah, bro, take those off, dog. Take those off, my boy. You know what I mean, bro, you lost a lot of cool points, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna.
Don't worry, I'll get them in the back end.
And I'm gonna pull the back end. You know, bro, and I'm gonna pull the word cool points out my jug bag. You know what I mean? You know.
Well, looks like I gotta earn some today. Can you help me out?
I'm like, wait.
Dude, check it out. Asia,
Yes.
Miss One Fine China. This dude was just like, it was a room full of dudes.
Oh,
and,
wow.
and you know when there's a room full of dudes and there's just that one female, like she knows what it is. Like she controlling the crowd, baby. Like she can do anything. She can be like, whoop, I dropped my compact.
That's
and bam.
power of
You know?
the pussy right there. I'm telling
and
you.
so this fool was really acting like he had a pussy. He was acting like he had power of the pussy. He was acting like that in front of us. We're like, dog, and I noticed. I
He
said,
was
look.
in character, right?
No, he embraced it a little too hard.
I was like that one white bitch from Wheel of Fortune.
Vanna White?
Yeah.
Oh, take it back, baby. Take
Right?
it back. Let's go. Let's go.
So I mean, the people want to know, like, when did Asia become China?
I've always been China.
Where did it come from?
My dad.
Oh, really? Tell us the story, please.
So,
What? Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I don't even know where to start. I mean, when I was born, obviously, I was very, very
Janitha?
Asian looking. Yeah. So the name fit.
I mean, what are you, Mexican?
I'm Mexican.
100% Mexican?
Indian too.
Indian too? Mm-hmm. I mean, nobody's 100%
Oh, wait.
Mexican.
Should I say indigenous? Because I don't even know anymore.
Native,
What's
yeah.
the proper
I guess
term?
indigenous.
Yeah. So
You got the Aztec police out there. You got to watch out. You know what I mean?
for real.
Motherfuckers be like, boo.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the Aztec police.
They're like, we see a freckle. Spaniard alert. Sorry.
So from my understanding, yes, Mexican and Indian. I don't know what else is going on, but you know, my grandmother, she was an orphan. So there's a lot of history we got that we don't even know about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And there's a lot of that in a lot of people's histories that people think like, oh, I'm fucking 100% my Sheikah, whoop, whoop, whoop. Like, fool, shut your ass up, homie. Like, all these motherfucking years, dog, you think your motherfucking family ain't been whoop-de-whoop-wooing, you know what I mean? Like, homie, like, cut that shit out, bro.
I don't know. I don't know where they think it's going to take them, if it's going to take them somewhere. I get that you want to be cultured in your culture. You know, I get that you want to know where you come from, but at the end of the day, can you really go back that far?
You can't.
And specifically, you know, for a fact, find out exactly where you came from.
Yeah, like someone's like, yeah, my fucking great-great-grandmother fucked fucking Cortez. She was the first fucking lady to fuck him.
Yeah.
You can't go that far back.
I don't know, but
You know when Cortez went to fucking Tamika Shika like a wee man. Did I say that right?
Was that Hawaii?
I mean, bro, he came in with all kinds of different fucking races, bro. You know what I mean? And then he fucking got the tribes, bro, and the tribes went and I don't want to put you guys up on too much history, being the fact that I know so much about it. But I'm just saying though, bro, it was a fuck fest, dog. You know what I mean? Everybody was fucking, dog. In that jungle, homie, bitches were sucking dick and motherfucking coconut breasts. I don't know, lease on their shit. You know what I mean?
With some big jugs.
Getting speared. I mean, nobody's pure, dog. Nobody's pure. Cut that shit out. You know what? At the end of the day, I get it. Like we want to be pure, but you're not. You know what I mean? You know, because my pops is Russian Jew, my mom's Mexican. You know what I mean?
Okay.
You know, so all my life, you know what I mean? I got shitted on. You know what I mean? Especially from the Mexican side of the family. And because that's all that's out here.
I mean, I get that because my whole life I got shitted on for not looking Asian enough or not looking Mexican enough. And I'm Mexican, you know what I mean? Yet, and I know everyone's going to be upset about this, I don't speak Spanish. So to them, it's like, oh my God, you're Mexican and you don't speak Spanish? Then you're not Mexican. And it's like, well, what the fuck am I then? You know, Miss Nora? Like,
no,
what am I?
That's
like,
one thing about Mexicans. Mexicans will always tell you what you are.
Asian. I can't help that that's my name. But, you know, it's been a battle my whole life.
I had a dude in a job site. He said, hey bro. He goes, what are you? I looked at him and shit. I said, I'm human being, homie. You know what I mean? Like, you stupid ass. You know what I mean? Like, it's just so stupid. You know what I mean? Like, and then you got people that are gonna tell you what you are always. You know what I mean? And we've had this conversation so many times, and it's just like, we really need to grow from that.
I honestly don't know what the ultimate goal is. What's
just
the
to put
point?
you down.
Yeah, that's the goal. To put you down.
What's the ultimate goal in trying to figure what this person is and this person is and this person is?
Figure out who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
They said, I can't believe you don't know the colonizer's language. What kind of Mexican are you? You're like, what the fuck is that even? Like, you hear what you're fucking saying? I struggle with that too. It's always like, oh, you're not Mexican enough.
Nice.
I think you're struggling with your sexuality right now because you had a dress on last week, you fucking fag. I mean, cancel me.
I got it from Lucky's Closet. I have the video. It's on the OnlyFans.
Yeah, OnlyFans. That dress fits you too perfect, sir. You know what I mean? That motherfucker was tailor-made. He's the only dude that got a Halloween costume tailor-made. You know what I mean? He went to a seamstress to get that costume made. He's like, a little above my knees, sir. That motherfucker, dog.
You know what?
That shit fit him too good.
It did. It fit really
I was on the
nice.
hunt for like 2 days on OfferUp trying to find something.
You filthy bitch. You couldn't buy a new dress, you fucking whore?
It came with the leggings or stockings. I don't know what they call them.
You know, bro?
Fishnets or whatever.
How did it feel to wear fishnets, you fag?
Like your toes get stuck when you're trying to fucking put them on.
When you're trying to fuck? You try to fuck in that dress? Cause he's got, so check it out. Let me
Lucky was licking my toes after the podcast. That's what you guys don't know.
No, bro. That's what you think I was looking at, bro. You fucking weirdo. Look at, he's looking at my toes. That's what's going on in your head.
I just want to know where your toes.
Oh, yeah. And then he put his cell phone in his bra.
I didn't have a bra. I didn't have any pockets.
In your cup.
I put it right here. Yeah.
Why?
I put it in my buff ass chest, homie.
You ain't got no.
I put it where my jugs were.
Look at that fool. That fool is he got a little fucking little torso. That's a homie little torso.
Yeah, dude, my torso's only like 12 inches. Look at this shit.
Size of my penis.
You get an A for effort.
Yeah, I had to put it where my jugs were.
You get a D for this dick. It's a fucking weirdo, man. People don't look at you the same no more. They used to fucking praise Casey. A lot of people said, hey, Lux, I don't know if I can fuck with a podcast no more. Casey was trotting around in a little motherfucking Pepita dress, dog. You know what I mean? Like, you really fucked up the podcast. We lost subscribers, dog.
We'll get him in the back end.
And he came back.
Thou shalt not lose. Chinese proverb. Oh my shit.
Yeah.
Hey, so we just like to have fun right here.
Right, and that's cool. I
we
like that.
we like to just like kick it like we kicking it, right?
Right,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like we just chilling and we just happen to have headphones
Backyard
on.
boogie.
Backyard boogie, baby. I mean,
Starving.
Huh?
No, keep going.
Starving? What
I said I'm starving.
What do you want to eat?
Because
Where's
I
the
drank.
tacos at?
We'll get you
Because
some.
I drank last night. I woke up like at 11
Me
this
too.
morning, and I was like,
I had a phone call from him at 2:30 in the morning, and I said, hey, bro, you good, dog? Everything cool? You know what I mean? I texted him when I woke up, right?
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, my bad. I was butt dialing everybody. This motherfucker, man.
That's awesome.
oh my god, yeah, fuck.
Awesome.
Did you call an ex?
No, I did. I was
Okay.
actually calling my girl, and then
Oh, yes.
He's got a beautiful fucking female, dude.
Does he? I wanna
Like he's
see.
got a baddie. All respect. He's got a
I
baddie.
could see that happening.
And I don't like.
I could see that.
You think he's
happening.
unhung?
I mean, I don't know.
Do
about
little
all
dudes
that.
got? You ever met a little dude like that was unhung? Like a little cocky motherfucker. Like you little guy. You got little dick energy, or you just unhung to the
I
kneecap?
think he's smooth with his words. I think he has a good mouthpiece. So
Yeah.
that's
I mean,
what it is.
and that dude.
That's dangerous right there.
That's.
That's dangerous.
That's dangerous for the female. It's golden for the dude.
Right?
I'm gonna give a shout out to my homeboy Sleepy. My homeboy Sleepy, like he's not the best looking dude, but that dude will make a female laugh. He'll make them laugh out their motherfucking panties.
Yeah, and I like that. Me personally, I love it, actually.
And this
Love that.
this dude would come around all the pretty boy cholos back in the day. You know what I mean? All the homies that were trying to post up and trying to look cute, but they wouldn't say nothing. You know what I mean? They were just like a fucking holding up the wall. You know what I mean?
Those guys are the worst too.
Yeah, they were holding up the wall, and then my homeboy Sleeper would come through like acting like a fool, punking these fools, pop, making the girls laugh. Hey, what girl? Woo? And who would they leave with? Not them little pretty motherfuckers. They smash out my homeboy every single time.
See what I'm saying? The mouthpiece. That's
It's golden.
golden.
And it's a testament to you that you love that shit because you like. I mean, you got a dude right
It's a
now,
challenge
right?
for me. To me, it's like it teaches you something. You're learning from this man. You know what I mean? You learn how men are, how they think, how they move, how they work, how they talk. So for me, it's I like learning off these guys. You know what I mean? So I like being around them. You know.
I got busted one time, and I had this female. She good little. She was a banging little broad, right?
Was she a 10? Was she a dime? That's top of the line?
Shut the fuck up, fool.
Cute face and a big behind?
Cute face and a chubby waist. You know what I mean? You know how we do. Hey, she was cool, right? But I got busted, right? And I think I was just doing like a pro violation, nothing real crazy, you know.
And what happened to her?
And no, she was just like, hey, bop, whoop, whoop, like, you know, I'm gonna be there for you. And I was just like, hey, K9, let me get one of those, baby. Yeah. Thank you, dog. And yeah, right here, dog. Pass that to him, please. Thank you. That's my boy K9. I love that dude right there. It's my baby.
I could pay you $20. This food faded right now.
Who?
K9.
He's like, not yet.
Hey, so I get busted, and she first call I talked to her. I was like, hey, you know what? Like, it's all love, girl. Like, we good. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, I'm gonna holler at you when I get out. And she was like, what? And I was like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna holler at you when I get out, and we'll see what's popping. You know what I mean? But right now, I'm gonna do this time right here.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm gonna do this
I've
time.
had that happen to me.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this time, and we'll see what's good when I get out. Right?
Was that because the amount of talent that was in?
The amount of talent that was in the county jail at the time. There was competition. Thank you, my G.
You said they got me in here. I'm good.
They got me in here. You know what is crazy, dog? Is a lot of people think that there's a lot of, like, American me fucked the world up, dog.
Yeah.
American me thinks that everybody's in there just fucking dudes, got them over the rice bag in the cocina, you know what I mean? Taking the booty.
Chon chon.
Yeah, dog. Like, and to be brutally honest with you, dog, in my era, my generation, the '90s, growing up, dog, as a 44-year-old gang member, dog, you know what I mean? That wasn't cool, bro. Like,
Yeah.
bro, like, homie, you get caught fucking around with like that, dog, you gonna be on the level, dog. You know what I mean? You're gonna be, yeah, dog. You that ain't the business. So, like the bicers be fucking around. And the blacks don't like the sex play. Like the homies and the white boys, and they don't like the sex play. But as soon as one of them motherfuckers roll up, fool, they boarding up their shit. They're like, Juicy, you know what I mean? Get your ass over here, Josie. You know what I mean? Them motherfuckers fuck around, and it's funny because black dudes don't sex play. Like the homies play. It's a locker room. We play grab ass, fuck around. You know what I mean? Hey dog, blah, 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 you know what I mean? Just doing stupid ass shit.
Look at my one testicle.
Yeah, you're laughing, dog. It's comedy, right? We're passing the time. So, but you know, we ain't fucking around. But the dudes are like, oh, I don't play like that, homie. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Right.
Dog. As soon as one pulls up, they're like, you know what I mean? Like, boop. You know what I mean? Like, you got it with that fucking flashlight. Get over here. You know what I mean? You know, look at some of that black booty. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck, but hey, but that's and there's some dudes that ain't gonna like to hear this, but that's the absolute truth. I don't give a fuck, dog. You know what I mean? Like, and I don't mean no disrespect. And it may not be you, you know what I mean? But
it happens.
Hey, so when you were in the county, was there ever any Asians there? Was there a little?
Yeah, they're Asians, but they run with the blacks, dog.
Oh, do they?
They run with the blacks. Oh, they have their own Ramfla, dog. You know what I mean? They have their own car. You know what I mean? And they just like, you know. And what's crazy too is you want to talk about like the natives, bro. The natives don't run with the homies. They got their own Ramfla too, dog. You know what I mean? You know, so I mean, it's just, you know, that's the politics. But you love that shit.
I do.
You like those dudes.
I don't know why. I just do.
I mean, so everything with you doesn't have to be a physical fucking altercation.
No.
It can be a mental. You like the mental shit.
Yeah. I think it's called sappy sexual.
Sappy sexual? Look that up for me one time.
Sappy.
Sloppy seconds? What'd you say?
Sapiosexual or something.
Sappy, you know, well, you like to be mentally aroused.
Right. And let's face it, out here, we got a life. We got shit to do. You know, I don't have time to do that. I don't have time to woo you with my words. So it's just, you know.
Sapiosexual.
Sapiosexual. What does that mean, bro?
So it means a person finding intelligence sexually attractive or arousing.
You know, but there's absolutely. I mean, but there's some. So throughout this podcast, I've met individuals, dudes that have been come across very highly educated, but in actuality, they're just dumb as fuck. They're stupid motherfuckers.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
Well, elaborate.
Well,
I agree.
I've check it out.
Like common sense is like.
Well, no.
Exactly.
Check it out. I've had dudes on here, bro, that can fucking quote all 1,000,000 books, but they can't get a good job for the life of them. They can quote all these fucking books, but they're collecting fucking GR fucking welfare, bro. You know what I mean? So how smart are we really?
Or they just lack common fucking sense. That's it. You just lack that. You're over here brilliant in this area, but you're lacking over here in
You
this.
can't cross it over. You can't make the things connect. I mean, you can't use it for your benefit, you know? Right. Like, so with me, for instance, I'm not the smartest dude. I don't claim to be the smartest dude, you know, but what I have is I have resilience, you know, and I'm not trying to like pat myself on my back or anything like that, but I can get through things. You can put in any type of situation. In any type of situation, and I will get through it.
Right.
I don't know what level of like if I'm gonna come out with, you know, the top dog, but I will get through it.
Right.
Why is that? Because I've been tried.
Right.
And I've gotten through it. You know, and that's just because maybe that's the way I was raised because I was shitted on. You know what I mean? So much. So when someone's shitted on, you build a different fucking you got a
thick skin.
You thick skin, but you got a different drive. You know what I mean? When you ain't got the mom to call, when you ain't got pops to call, when you ain't got shit to lean on.
That was the thing for me. Like I was always tested for any reason. I'm smaller, you know. I'm short. You know, I always had these. You know, natural, by the way.
Are those natural?
Yes. And I've had it since I was, 12, 13 years old. Damn. So I've always been tested for the way I look, how I look, whatever. So you always got to find, you know, they think that they have the last word. And that's what bothers me is people think that they're always going to have the last word, not realizing you got some shit to say. And that's where I come in. You know, I always have to have, not even so much have the last word, but I have to say my piece, You know what I mean? You see it this way. Well, this is how I see it. You know, and that's it.
Well, absolutely. I mean, if someone doesn't have something to say, then who are they?
Or
right?
Something positive to say.
But even if it's not positive.
We get that you can be negative. It's so easy to be negative, and I hear it on a daily. But if you want to be in my circle, you want to be around me, say some positive shit. Do something positive. You know what I mean? Stop being a shit talker. Stop.
Is there a lot of shit talkers in like, you know?
I know there
is, but I'm just saying. I know they're everywhere.
They're everywhere.
But I'm just saying, are you encountering an abundance of shit talkers? I mean,
yeah, of course.
I mean, because when it comes to numbers, when it comes to like Instagram fame, which I would say you're pretty Instagram famous, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. There's gonna be people that, you know, they're gonna run their mouth, right?
Oh yeah. It comes with it.
Comes with the territory, and you're fine with it though, because you know what I mean. The way you were raised, and you know you got thick skin, and
to me, it's just it's entertainment, you know, and what you're willing to entertain, you know. And there's just on my behalf, on my part, coming from my end, I'm not willing to entertain that, you know. Hey, if that's how you feel, that's your get down, then that's cool. You stay over there. So I don't need to put myself in situations that you're gonna try to get a rise out of me. You know what I mean? Although there's instances where you just had enough. Who hasn't had enough? You know what I mean? You get upset. You tend to lose your cool sometimes.
I do it a lot.
You know,
unfortunately, that's a detriment on my behalf. Is sometimes I'll pop off, I go 0 to 10, and I just be like, man, I could have dealt with that shit a little better, you know.
But I mean, think about it like this. Why did I get to that point? You know what I mean? Obviously, I've been poked, and you're poking the bear. What do you expect is going to happen, you know? So
I felt like I've been the bear that's been poked all my life, you know what I mean? And I mean, I feel like life is just a curriculum. It's harder for some than others, you know, and maybe it's just preparing us for the afterlife, you know, what we don't, the big mystery, death, you know. Who knows where we go from there? You know what I mean? Maybe the harder, maybe death is our graduation to another realm of maybe spiritual guiding people, you know, the power of where we're going to be at in that realm. I mean, there's just different things to think about. Like, you know, some people are like, man, why is life so hard? You know, well, maybe they're just preparing you for the next level of not life, but afterlife. I don't know. You know, there's different ways of thinking. I really think about things a lot lately, you know.
I never took it that was kind of deep. I never took it that far to the afterlife. I've just taken it to let's do this life. You know what I mean? And let's do it right, you know. Have your fun, you know, do what you got to do, but at the same time, you know, you got business to tend to. So tend to it, you know. I have children, I have to raise my children. I have to be a mother. I have to, you know, be a good daughter, friend, and all these things. You have all these things that are on your shoulders. Life is hard, yeah, but I mean, so am I. You know, I'm hard too.
You ever see somebody on the shallow end swimming for the life of them? That's me. That's me when I feel like I'm getting deep. Like, that was deep. No, that was just me in the shallow end swimming like I was on a race. That makes no sense, does it?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
These Michelob Ultras are hitting.
No, but so how many kids do you have? Do you mind me asking?
I have 4 children.
You have 4 children? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So are they boys, girls?
3 boys, 1 girl.
I mean, I feel like if I was one of your kids, I'd probably breastfeed till I was like 18 years old.
I can see that, yeah. I mean...
Did you breastfeed your kids?
They did. All of them.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, why not?
Yeah, it's like you got the factory right there. You know what I mean? Shit. I mean, what was the raising kids? I mean, what was the hardest and the greatest of raising kids?
Because you got different little personalities, you know what I mean? And they'll test every... you know, thing you got going on in you. I mean, they will really test your gangster. These kids are, they're something else. Kids are something else, I swear to God.
What's your oldest kid you have?
He's going to be 25.
25. Mm-hmm. You have a good relationship with him?
I have a good relationship with all my kids.
Are they all like mom boys? Mom, I mean, they love their mama.
No. My oldest moved out a long time ago. He lives with his girlfriend.
But I mean, in a sense of just like, I need my mama. You know what I mean?
They know that they can count on me for anything. You know, they know I'll be there in a heartbeat, and I don't care whose door's closed. I'll push that motherfucker open. You know, when it comes to my kids, you know, just like anybody else, you know, any good mother, any good fucking mother would go to the deep end for their child, you know? Same here. So.
Are your kids, because, you know, having a mom, your 25-year-old son, and he sees his mom, and there's a lot, probably he's got friends to see his mom.
I don't really see so that's why I said my son moved out a long time ago. He, you know, when he was home, he didn't really have friends come to the house. He did his thing outside.
Yeah.
You know,
so I can see a point like.
But like my children now that still stay with me, they, you know, the friends come over and I don't see any type of disrespect, nothing like that. And my son, he's a little knucklehead, so I know he'll say some shit if he felt some type of way, you know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mean no disrespect at all.
I get you, but it happens.
Yeah,
you know,
well,
shit
always,
like that happens.
Well, you know what? Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just fucked up in the head, which I am fucked up in the head. You know what I mean? Sometimes you go on fucking Pornhub and you look under.
Sometimes.
All the time. You type in sexy mom, you know what I mean? And the son brings over his friend, and next thing you know what, the mom's cooking in the kitchen.
What is that about?
The new one's the stepmoms.
It's fantasies. It's fantasies. Life is about fantasies. It's mental things. Just like you get your mental things with dudes that are in prison. There's young men that have mental things about moms, and you know, I
just want to understand it. You know, I'm just trying to.
I think you understand it.
I want to know.
It's just because they're young, and then they think they're all fucking like limber, and they're just like, yeah, I'm the shit. I'm fucking cut. I weigh 110 pounds, and I think I could lay it down.
100
limber.
I think that's that.
What is
that's
limber
how I thought when I was younger.
bro?
I'd be like, yeah, bring it on. I'm ready. But
the mom?
I mean, it never happened.
Have you ever had any your moms, your homies' moms that were sexy as fuck?
Yeah, one time I was like trying to touch their legs.
Wait, say that again? You were trying to what?
I was trying to get it, bro.
Were you?
Yeah, but I was like probably like 16 maybe.
Okay, so you know what I
it
mean?
never worked.
What did you try to do? What kind of move did you try to do?
Well, I was like all close, trying to put my hand on her leg.
Wow.
I was testing the water. What are they gonna do? They gonna do shit. You know, whatever. Because like I said, that's what I'm saying. I thought, you know, I thought I could lay it pretty good. You know, I was a little cut dude, probably weighing like 120 pounds. Why not? Why not? So that's what I could say.
You tried.
I tried, but I mean,
can't be mad at him for trying.
I guess.
Have you ever had anyone try? I mean, I know you said your son, he ain't tolerating no bullshit. I mean,
hell no.
Yeah.
No, that's why I said. And so, and I think that's why he built his little the garage into his, you know, man cave.
So they ain't got to see mom.
Yeah.
How powerful is our women?
Oh, man. I was just telling her on the way over here. You know, it's crazy that women can influence a man to do anything. I mean, look at Clinton when he was president. You know, we got the president doing some fucked up shit. You know what I mean?
He was doing some hood shit.
Yeah. So it's men are. It's not that they're gullible, but they just want to feel like I don't know. I don't even know if that's that either. Loved.
Well, you know what it is.
Love form in a rub.
Women can influence a man to do just about anything, even murder.
So yeah, absolutely.
And I've seen it.
I'm going to tell you a conversation that I had with one of my homies before you came in regards to you. But so in the past I've had homegirls that were call girls. You know.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and they were my best friends. They were my best everything, you know, and why? Because they were the realest females that I ever met in my fucking life.
Right.
Why? Because I knew what they did, and they knew that I was okay with it,
right.
And they knew that no matter what, I had their fucking back on anything, right? Like I've always played protector roles, you know what I mean? Why? Because that's just who I was. I've always been a protector, you know, and people have always reached out to me, even you know, to this day, they'll reach out and be like, hey, look, this motherfucker, Bob. And, you know what I mean? Sometimes I'll be just like, my G, I ain't even out there right there. Or sometimes I can help them out. I don't know. You know what I mean? Depends on the situation. But they've been like the realest people that I have ever fucking met. Where were we going with this conversation, though?
Yeah.
I lost myself on that right now. I'm sorry. Help me out.
Lucky was...
You lost it too, though.
No, I don't know where you're going with that.
I think you need to put that ultra light down.
No, I'm not even faded. I was just,
No,
I got lost in thought. You know what I mean? But so back to the conversation. Let me get back on track. So one of my boys that I have a conversation with, they said, hey, bro, you got one fine China coming on and shit, or one fine China coming on. And I said, yeah, you know what I mean? They're like, what are you going to talk about? I'm like, honestly, I don't really know. You know, like I know her, but I don't know her. You know, like
That's the whole purpose of this.
Yeah, like I'm going to have her on. We're going to chop it up. We're going to see what's good. Like we're just going to have a conversation. You know, we're going to put a mouthpiece to the face, you know, and just, you know, chop it up casually, nothing crazy. And they're like, yeah, well, whoop. And I'm like, nah, I don't know. I got to feel her out how she's going to be. Like, I don't want to be disrespectful or anything like that because...
Oh, so they had questions for you to ask me.
No, they said, because they see you as a sex object.
Of course.
They see you as a sex object. You know what I mean?
Nowadays, that's every female.
No, absolutely. But they...
Almost every female. Sorry for the, you know...
For the females that can't pull the power of the... breast assist or the booty or the whatever, right? I mean, but every female has the power, but
right.
You just got to channel it, you know, with the right motherfuckers, I think.
I
but
agree.
they asked me about you, and I said, you know what, I'm just gonna keep it cool, you know, because I don't know, like, I'm not sure what level or what vibe we're gonna be on, but I don't want to disrespect you. I'm speaking about you. I don't want to disrespect her because you never know. You know what I mean? There might be, you know, and you know what fools, you know what I mean, would do for a female if she just said, oh, this fucking fool Lucky fucking disrespect me, maybe feel like shit. But that's in all females in general that I've had on here. Like it's respect. You know what I mean?
You have your shit talkers, you have your haters, but you also have your backup. You know?
Yeah.
And for any female, what man is not gonna want to protect his daughter? His mother, his sister,
his friend,
his homegirl.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I have that coming from all which direction. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and so there's a dude. I bet you can make a phone call right now and say, you know what? I just did Hoodstock's podcast. I did Hoodstock's podcast, and this fool Lucky was disrespectful like a motherfucker. Oh, is that right? Bam, where's he at? He's right here. Whoop whoop. And they're gonna come through. They're gonna come through for you. That's the power of pussy, right?
Well, honestly, no. I think that's just the power of respect.
Respect too.
Right. Because I can't give my brother that. I can't give my cousin that. I can't give my dad that.
Yeah.
You know,
but I'm not talking about I'm not talking about your family.
I can't give a good friend that's been a friend with me for 20, 30 plus years. You know, we have an understanding that there's never going to be anything that's going to pop off like that.
Yeah.
But we just have good respect for each other. We're homies. Like I said, I was a tomboy, so I grew up amongst the fellas. You know what I mean? And having that kind of relationship with them, you know, it was normal to me.
And that's why you fit in so good right here.
Right.
Because when a female, we don't have a lot of females that come through, but when they come through, and I tell the homies too when they want to bring their lady, I'm like, bro, you can bring your lady, dog, but you bring her into a locker room, dog. You know what I mean? Because we talking about pussy, we talking about suck this dick, and you know what I mean? But like not like that, but just like we clowning, like we clowning, we talking
but
shit.
But at the same time, we're really telling you some shit. You know what I mean? It's clowning, but we're really telling you some shit. So sometimes, a lot of times it's just. We just talking shit, you know what I mean? But yeah, sometimes you can hear some things out. Like sometimes Casey's chick will pull up and she'll be hearing us talking freely. Like we'll be like, the homie be like, man, fool, my fucking bro gave me a fucking STD, or you know what I mean? And this chick's like, she's a good girl. She's like, oh shit, you know what I mean? Like your dick was leaking for a week. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's a true story.
That's a true story, you know, but I mean,
I get it that it's all fun and games, and some people just have no character, no personality.
Yeah, and they can get offended by it.
Yeah, exactly.
As a threat, or
or it's, oh my God, how could you be disrespectful to yourself? What kind of a lady are you? At the end of the day, when I walk out that door, I'm gonna go about my business like I always do every single day. Take care of my family, take care of my home, and that's it. You know what I mean? My business shouldn't be in your mouth, period. If you don't like it, change the channel.
Some people just like you said, you like dudes that are in the penitentiary, and you like, because you like to get to know them. But some people get off on that shit. Just like you kind of get off on whoop de whoop whoop. You know what I mean? Or I like this.
Well, like I was explaining this earlier to someone, who's behind bars, that we have to have those type of people. Unfortunately, we do. So now you can distinguish between the rock solid and the phony fake. You know what I mean? This is how this person works and their get down, and this is how this person conducts himself. So now you know the difference. And so unfortunately we have to have those type of people.
It creates balance in the world.
Exactly.
We gotta have
the
them
yin
both.
and the yang.
Yeah. Sometimes I get a little like we've been through a couple situations where there was just like some hating ass shit going on and fucked up shit, and sometimes I just like, man, fuck this shit. You know what I mean? Like
especially when you're trying to do something like
positive,
this,
positive.
Productive. You're trying to build something. Somebody always has to come and try to tear you down.
They do.
Always.
They do.
It always happens. And I get it. I never thought in a million years I would be where I'm at today. And I'm still not where I want to be. You know what I mean? But no one heard of me, 10 years ago. Not like this. You know what I mean? Not like this, where I have 100,000 followers. So right away, you're going to get, people who think they know you just by basing it off of a platform, or a picture. Or, just right away when they see me, like you said, I'm a sex object. Yeah. But you know what? Hey, that's your prerogative. At the end of the day, I know what I'm built. I know what I'm about, and I don't really need your okay.
Absolutely.
How do you
salute you on that?
How do you deal with, do you get abundance of DMs? How do you deal with organizing all that and stuff?
Organized. And this dude's very organized.
So when you're a public figure, you're a platform's public, right? So you get two sets of DMs, and I have to explain this.
Primary in general,
right? So you get your primary, and then you get all the shit you don't have to see, but if you want to, you can. They can't tell that you can see. So you do get. I do get a lot of
features,
some crazy shit.
Oh, okay.
Do you ever get crazy pictures and shit?
Oh, all the time.
Like dick pics?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time.
Do you go through them, you thumb them, that's a good looking penis?
And you know what I do? So just so you guys
Casey
know, I share them with all the girls. We'll have a good laugh, or
Dude, that's just gotta be
or like
stupid
before,
funny.
I used to post shit until I got banned because I just got all fucking sensitive. So all SNY. So fucking I used to post it and I would tag the fool. Now here you go. Or I would go through their shit, take a few, screenshot a few of their pictures and find out who the wife was. And here you go. This is what your husband's sending me over here.
Doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, because it's disrespectful.
Is that the Lord's work?
Don't be disrespectful.
You're like a modern day Spider Woman.
Don't be disrespectful. That's all I say.
Yeah.
Just don't. You don't have to do it. I didn't ask for it. So
that's kind of like a conundrum, almost like you didn't ask for it, but you're a sex object. You're putting yourself out there like a sex object.
So what?
I get it.
But
I get it. But I'm playing devil's advocate right now.
No, I get you, and I know where you're gonna go with this. But at the end of the day, so what? That's all I'm gonna say about it. So what? So you don't like it. You feel like, okay, it's an open door for me to go ahead and slap my dick on the table. That's fine by me. But you just left an open door for me now to respond. So just like how you were gonna play devil's advocate and say something in that nature, well, you just opened the door. Well, so did he.
Yeah. Okay. I respect it. I get it. Have you ever been approached on doing any adult movies?
All the time.
Yeah, I mean that pays a lot of money, doesn't it?
It does.
I mean, what kind of money does that shit pay? What kind of money? Do you know, Casey?
I don't
you
know.
did a couple gay fucking movies.
Yeah, $4,000. Yeah.
$4,000?
What the fuck?
He did.
Oh man.
Yeah.
So you got fucked twice.
Basically,
You got fucked twice.
royalties and all.
I mean, what is the objective, right? All right, so how do we capitalize on these gains? Fame, followers, numbers is power. How do you, One Fine China, capitalize on say, you know what, I got 100,000. Like if I can get $1 from every single one of these.
I get that a lot. I get asked, hey, promote my brand and we'll pay you. Can you do this? Can you do that? You know, and I get asked a lot of things. I pick and choose what I like to do because if I don't like it, why am I going to fuck with it?
Yeah, absolutely. It's got to make sense, right?
Right. It has to make sense. And it's not just about the money or else I'd be living in Beverly Hills, but I don't. So to me, it's never been about the money, not to, you know, capitalize on my friends. You know what I mean? Now, if they feel like they want to, you know, be generous, you know, hey, I can't stop you. You know what I mean?
But generous comes with a price.
I mean, what price?
Yeah, depending on
You
what's
know,
on the
exactly. And then how you respond to that price is everything. And it's not my get down.
It's not the get down.
No.
But there is times where you'll kind of like, you know, think about it maybe or something. And
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, in business, right?
Come on,
It's business.
who doesn't? You know,
Yeah.
you sit there and you get a approach. Hey, man, we got this going on, and this is the price, and you're just like, God damn, maybe I fucking should, but then you don't. So you have that little voice in the back of your head that says, nah, you know. But who doesn't think about it? I mean, there's a lot of men out there that could capitalize on just having a big dick or, you know, having a cute face. You mean to tell me they're not going to use that? They use that to their advantage all the time.
I heard it's hard to slang dick out there.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's a whole lot. Why is it easy for women to do what they do? But if a man tried to use the same approach, I mean, they would get fucking shitted on. They would catch a case.
I mean, this has started from way before we were even around.
Society.
You know what I mean? Society. But yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, women showing their bodies was so taboo at some point. You know what I mean? Or the way we dress and
still
how
is in the Middle East.
Exactly.
In the Middle East, that's crazy.
So,
and then this is crazy in the Middle East, dog. It's like this, like you got a female that's draped in drapes, right?
In a
like,
curtain.
In a curtain. Like you got a curtain. Like you don't know what the fuck you're gonna get underneath that shit. You don't know if you're gonna get a fucking big hairy bush, a flat ass, no titties. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm just saying, like, no titties. It's okay to have no titties, but you got the booty. I mean, you could like the shit will equal out. But that's like a surprise box. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna like them dudes.
It's a mystery box like what Jack in the Box sells.
I mean, do they? A surprise? Yeah, like it's like, oh shit, like I just married her. Now let me see what I got in this shit, and then you're fucking just like, oh fuck, man, this shit smell like.
I should have went with number 3.
This shit smell like San Pedro Fish Market. You know what I mean? Like this shit is just not cool. I mean. Right. That's a whole nother fucking culture, but you know what?
And who doesn't want, let me just say real quick, who doesn't want to look their best? You know what I mean? You got men who pluck their eyebrows. You know, you got men who shave their legs, their underarms. I even know guys who shave their underarms. They just want to look their best. And to them...
That's hair, gentlemen.
It's a shave. That's all shaved right there.
That's fucking hair, bro.
Tattooed hair.
Tattooed hair.
Tattooed hair. We got that shit microbladed, homie.
Microblade my armpits.
Women want to look their best, you know? So, and I'm one of those women. I want to look my best.
I appreciate a female that wants to look her best. I mean, I hate when a homie rolls up and I was like, damn, dog, why you bring that? You know what I mean?
It's fucked up.
That sounds fucked up, huh? I mean, I want all
Well,
my...
it depends if it's your homie. Yeah, I mean, I
But
get
you
it, because
know
I
what?
feel the same way. Like, dog,
No.
what the fuck you doing?
Yeah, you show up with a motherfucking...
You know what, though?
Who are you
Even
now?
as women, we do that to other women. Like, I'm not trying to kick it with her. I don't want her coming with us if she looks like that.
Because
Hell no.
she's making the brand look bad.
You're making you're making the squad look weak.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But it happens.
that makes sense. Like you wanna
And it doesn't matter if you're a big girl. It doesn't matter if you're small, big. It's how you view yourself. If you view yourself worthy of all of this and paying attention to yourself and please, especially your hygiene, because I hear this a lot for some reason. But it's in what you believe in, and you stand by what you believe in, and you take care of yourself. And if you take care of yourself, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what you look like, you know.
Why do big girls get the best blowjobs? I mean, it's crazy.
I can't answer that.
I mean, it's like fucking.
I have standards, Lucky.
Sometimes I put shake and bake on my dick. You know what I mean? You know, I'm just like, come get this motherfucking, come get this KFC chicken. No, all right, my bad.
You got the country fried dick.
Get this country fried dick, girl. You know what I mean? Original recipe. Oh my God. No, you know what? Dude, life. Like, let's just talk about life in general, man. It's just so fucking crazy. Just all the dynamics. I mean, even with females that, like, say if you don't have big breasts, you don't have a big ass, your lips, you got ET lips. Like, you could fix all that shit right now.
But now you can't.
But the
thing is, just the homie, like, dog, you got to see the before picture, dog. Don't have no kids with her, dog, because you're going to be having some little motherfucking orangutan looking little kid. I mean, no, I'm just saying, you know,
There was a story in China where this man sued his wife.
Yes.
Because
after she took off her makeup.
Yeah, no. It was and his kids came out ugly, so he did research and actually found out that she actually got a whole bunch of surgeries, and she was actually extremely ugly before meeting her, because she got a whole bunch of plastic surgery or like nose modifications and stuff, and he sued her because his kids were ugly. Yeah, I think it did.
Oh wow.
Well, because I mean, yeah, China's a different world. But.
That's crazy, dog.
But I heard something similar. Not about the kids, but he's seen her after she took everything off, and he was like, hell no. I don't know.
This era that we live in, I mean, you can really fix yourself up if you want to.
Vanity. It's all about vanity.
If you got $500 and you're in TJ.
You go to the Hong Kong fucking club, bro. You know what I mean? Fucking.
With $25.
$25. I told my girl, I said, on my son's 21st birthday, I was like, I'm gonna take him to TJ, you know what I mean? And she's like, motherfucker, you better not come back. She's like, you better keep your punk ass in TJ. Yeah, shout out to TJ, dog. I mean, one day, me and you, TJ, we're gonna figure this shit out. But you know what? I mean, what kind of work do you do?
Right now, I'm not working.
You're not working?
I lost my job because of the pandemic.
Were you working at
Dames and Games?
Dames and Games.
Mm-hmm. But I wasn't a stripper. By the way.
And they got some good ass chicken wings there.
They got some good ass chicken.
I wish I was. But thank you for everyone who thinks that I was, because, you know, that's a compliment.
You were a hostess?
I was a cashier.
Oh, a cashier.
Yeah. So, yeah, hostess, cashier.
That's cool. I mean, how does it work as a cashier right there?
So you obviously have to pay to come in, so you pay me. And then you go right in.
Simple as that, stupid. How does that work?
So then I guess
I think the homie Guns Lozano is doing that now right there, no?
Yeah, he's new management.
He's new management, huh? Mm-hmm. That dude really got deep into that little whole scenery right there, huh?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. I mean, were you working with him right there?
No.
No? Okay. No. I thought you were still working at Dames and Games.
I was hoping to. So when they finally opened up and they told everyone that used to work there, because of the pandemic, we lost our jobs, that we could reapply. So I went to go reapply, and it just didn't happen.
I mean, how do you reapply? Do you just send them your best picture or what?
No, actually, you do an interview in front of everybody else. So they group you, cashiers, bartenders, and dancers. So one of each would go, a dancer would go, then one of the cashiers, one of the, you know, everyone got a turn talk to them.
Yeah, so that's crazy. That's something that we don't hear about all the time. You know what I mean? So an interview for a cashier at Dames and Games, I mean, what are they asking you?
I mean,
like they don't, do they really care if you can count or not? You know
I mean, obviously, because it's your money, you have to count, you know, but I did it for 3 years, almost 3 years. And so I was familiar with the system. And so I thought that would give me, you know,
an upper hand, leverage.
Yeah.
And no, fuck them then.
You would think, right? But I don't know if it was, I'm older now. Maybe that's one of the things that they didn't want. You know, they want young, fresh faces. I get it. but they never tell you what it is that you didn't bring to the table. They just don't tell you shit.
They don't want to break your heart.
Yeah, and that's fine by me. You know, I'm used to it, so it don't matter. You know, just tell me what was it I was missing. But I never heard back from them. I never made it an issue, so I just left it alone. So
What's the issue now?
I started doing other things like bartending, poker games.
Okay.
Damn, I heard there was a gang of money in that shit.
I mean, there could be if you're the host.
I heard
A lot of big tippers right there, huh?
Oh yeah.
And so how do you? I mean, so is that what you're doing right now, bartending?
I was, but then I stopped doing that. I stopped just recently. Just stopped.
So what direction are you headed right now?
I'm not sure yet. Not sure. You know, I'm very good with money. I saved all my money. I put it away. So I'm just kicking back right now.
Invest that money.
Yeah, I'm just kicking it right now.
Do you fuck with any like cryptocurrency or anything like that?
You know, no, I don't. And I've always been like curious as like with the stock market and that crypto shit. And so, but I never really like paid attention, got into it.
And you've obviously never had like friends that would put you up on game.
I mean, I don't know who do I trust?
Yeah.
It's very hard out there to trust somebody.
You know what I do?
That's the problem. You think you can trust somebody, and then they show you their ass, and that's it.
Well, yeah, you don't give them your money. You just open a Robinhood account.
See, I heard about
And
that
you
Robinhood.
I would say do Coinbase.
Well, that's if you want coins though. But if you want stock, if you want
Right.
Bitcoins, yeah. If you want cryptocurrency, you go that
I
way.
was
But if
leaning
you
more
want
towards
in,
stock.
Yeah, stock in companies. You just
Right.
download the app, and you basically just look at companies that you think you believe in. You just look at the prices, and you just
And
invest
it's
the
that
money. You
easy?
just watch. Yeah, it's that easy.
Oh wow.
But it's just do your research on on companies. Obviously,
companies,
if you're investing in
right.
them, and just look at like the yearly charts. But everything always goes this way.
Right.
It's just obviously the people who get in early. That's like
That's
just continue to ride.
Get in on the
forever.
dip. I fucked up on the Shiba recently, and I fucking I put a bunch of money on Shiba, but I put it when it was high, thinking it was going to go higher, and then it dipped. And anyways, bro, I fucking lost. I only lost a few $100s, but still,
But
Yeah.
that's how
all
you learn.
money's important money.
Right?
Yeah.
So when it's in red, you just think it's on sale. That's the mindset. So if you see Starbucks is at $150 or whatever, $500, and you see it dip, it goes red. Just think of it's on sale, and then it always. But remember, that's what I'm saying. In this moment, it may look like it's going like this, but in the long term, it's always going like this.
Got it.
I mean, what interests you, like businesses that you'd like to tap into right now? You know, because there's a lot of people that watch this podcast, and someone might hear you and be like, "Hey, well, you know what? I got a proposition for one fine China." You know, and they may want to pitch you something. I mean, I'm sure you get a lot of pitches, a lot of approaches, like you said in the DMs. You know, I mean, what's stuff that interests you that you'd like to get into? As you know, you're a mature woman. You know, what I mean, you're kind of losing certain positions from the younger faces, like you
Right.
said.
Right.
You know, so how do we maneuver from here?
Just
I mean, what interests you?
now you have to use your smarts. Now you gotta fall back on what you know. And I went to school for a few things, and I don't mind going back to school. That was one of the options. Like I said, I have money saved, so I'm good. You know what I mean? In that area, in that aspect. But I'm bored. You know what I mean? So the things that I like to watch, like people who I like to follow, it's always makeup. It's always been makeup. It's always I've done it since I was a kid, a little girl. So.
Let me get this phone call real quick right here.
Gotcha.
Trouble, what's up, my G? Hold on. Trouble, what's up, doggy?
Hey, what's going on, man? How you guys doing?
Hey, you know what? I didn't open up phone calls yet, dog, because we do phone calls here.
Okay.
I mean, but I seen you, bro, and I figured you were trying to call in and speak something, dog. So go ahead, my G.
Yeah. I mean, if it's all right and if Asia's okay with it, then
Yeah,
we
it's the
can roll
homie
with it.
Trouble from Hazard right here. Good dude.
Okay.
Go ahead, my G.
I've been listening to this. It's amazing. Like I've always told you, man, I love the content. We always got to try to grow. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all about growing all the time, every day, every second we can. And I'm listening. And right now you mentioned something to China, where she's kind of like saying like, yeah, things are changing, and you got to fall back on your brain, right? And so I got a teenage daughter. I'm not gonna throw her name out there or anything like that, but she's about 16. She's in that age. Her body's changing. and she's starting to see the responsibility and the advantages of being a young female, right?
Right.
But I'm already knowing that though, because I've been in the game for many years. Unfortunately, sometimes in the hood, you don't really get taught how to respect women. You just kind of look at them like me, right? You just look at them like a lion, and you're just like, oh, that's me right there, which is not right, by the way. And so I started thinking, and I remember I had this deep conversation with my daughter because, she wants to start wearing little stuff, which is okay. I think women should definitely empower their bodies, their beauty. And my daughter is a very, very beautiful girl, by the way. She's mixed. Like you said, nobody's 100% anything anymore. And the one thing I do remember teaching her is because, and I'll say this as a father, when you become a man, you don't think the same as you did when you were young, right? And I'm assuming it goes both ways for a female. But the one thing that will always last is what you learn in your brain. Because when you're young, they look at you like in the stripping game, any kind of business when it comes to females. And it's wrong that people do this to females, but it happens. And that's why females go out of the way to do what they do, because men, we're all bad. We don't teach women how to empower themselves, not with their body, but with their brain. And so that's what I've been trying to get on my daughter real quick about is just the fact that she's beautiful doesn't mean nothing. It means something to her if she does it for herself. But if she's trying to be beautified by everybody and accepted by everybody, she's already going about it the wrong way. And so what I always told her is this. I said, you're a beautiful woman. You're a young woman. But all that's going to disappear. And sure, you can go to Tijuana and you can go to Mexico and then get this and get this and that. But at the end of the day, you just fake. But like, who are you trying to please? You're trying to please yourself. You're trying to please others. And so to the ladies, to the young women in particular that are watching this podcast, because this podcast is viewed by many, if you don't know, now you know. Listen, you can value yourself for more than just what you look like, because when you're out on the streets and a man sees you half naked, the first thing he's going to think is that you're easy. Just like when the fellas, when we're young and we're out there in the streets and we got our tank tops on, we're all tattered up, whether we're gang members or not, the hoodah's going to look at us like we are gang related, period. And so that's something to think about. And it's for the people. It's for our people. It's to empower. It's not to put nobody down. I don't follow China. I'm not really on social media like that because I think it's all phony. But my words are not phony. My words are real, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. I wish you the best, Asia, and I hope that you're able to find employment. And I mean, you're very intelligent. Like when I first turned on the podcast, I'm like, obviously, I mean, come on, man. Like you said, the twins are like right in my face. But honestly, like as I got to see the podcast, like I actually heard what was coming out your mouth, and that's just on some grown man shit. But there's a lot of kids out there that they could be like 20, 21, 22,
See,
even though they're.
And let me cut
She's
you
a
real
grown
quick.
woman.
Let me explain something. You can have all of it as a woman. You can be beautiful. You could be sexy and be smart and know what you're talking about and being wise. And what I've been through, I'm 43 years old. So what I've been through, I've been through.
You look great.
Thank you, by the way. Thank you.
You look amazing.
What I've been through like a dude, I've known dudes that have went through less things than I have went through. So, it builds wisdom, it builds character, and you can have it all. We're not sitting here saying that cover up because, you only have one or the other. No, you can have it all. Be beautiful, but be beautiful in the mind too. Be smart in the mind too. Have that backup, And for me, I always tell this to my children, and I have one daughter, and she's 21 years old, and she's very beautiful. And I tell her this, and I tell my boys this. You know what? You never stop learning. Never. You continue every day. You learn something new every day. Make sure you make it a point to learn something new every day. Because, the worst thing to be is the stupid one in the room. You always want to be the smart one in the room. You keep quiet and you listen to everybody else. You you make sure you rise above all of that, you know? And this is what this is, you know? This is, yeah, okay, I'm out, but no one knows that we're about to go to a party right now. We're about to go and celebrate right now. So this is why I'm dressed the way I'm dressed. And for one, that's for one. For two, I'm comfortable in my skin, and I wasn't before. There was a time where I was, you know, I hated myself for the way I looked, you know? And that was all because I allowed a man to belittle me and make me stay there in that mindset. And I'm no longer in that mindset. So I embrace it. And that's why I say I'm not going to apologize no more for looking the way I look and expressing myself the way I express myself. But at the same token, I'm not going to be dumb here. You know, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that to myself. Like I said, I have a daughter to raise. I have children that look up to me. I have people that look up to me, and they know that. And my followers, they understand that. They know that about me, is why they continue to follow. Obviously, you know, for other reasons, but they know that about me because they've gotten to know me. You know, they've gotten to know that there's some real underneath all of this. You know what I mean? This is natural. I can't help but walk around here being the way I am because this is the way I was born. You know what I mean? This is how I lived. Right. You know, I can't slap God in the face for that. You know what I mean? But you know, it like I tell my daughter, you know, my daughter's a tomboy as well. You know, and I've put her in every sport and everything I can think of to keep her mind focused that way and not focused in the, you know, let me show this, let me do this. And now that she's a grown woman, she makes that choice on her own. If she decides to go that route, that is her, that's her. She's 21 years old. As long as I'm still in her ear, which I am, and that'll never stop. I'm still in her ear about, you know, making sure as well, if you're gonna put makeup on this and you're gonna enhance your beauty here as well. Don't ever let that stop, you know. And
sorry, no, that's powerful.
You know, but you keep going, and you keep going with everything that you got, not just your body, you know. And a lot of people, you know, misinterpret, you know, what I think or how I think, because this is all they see real quick, you know, and then right away it's you know, they start, you know,
I mean, you gotta open up the book, right?
Right. I mean, you know, I get it, you know, this is a door you open, this is a door, but like I said, I'm 43. I think I've earned my stripes in doing what I had to do growing up the way I grew up. You know, you know, just, I'm not a gang member. So, but I grew up with that type of mentality, you know, which I like because I think you guys are very organized. I think certain individuals in that type of lifestyle are very organized, and you conduct yourself right and accordingly, you know. And I've always felt like that's how things should be. That's how life should be, period. You know what I mean?
It should.
So
before I leave, can I ask you one question?
Yes.
Okay, so I mean, this is amazing. First of all, like I said, I mean, it's all about being open-minded and being able to listen to another individual, whether it's a female or a man, right?
Right.
And so here's the thing. So we're talking about like men organized in a certain environment, like let's say a gang member. Men, here's the way we are. We're a little different because we're not like we're gonna judge another man by his nuts and his character and who he is. Like, we're not gonna say, oh, you know what, that fool's ugly. If anything, you're gonna say, you know what, that motherfucker right there, he's down for his business, and I know he's not gonna run out and let me get jumped by all these other individuals. But females, I think females are a little bit more like, you know, like a lot of times, and I'm not saying you're or anybody in particular, but females are always want to hang out with a certain type of
an alpha
male.
Like I call it an alpha male. You know.
But what I'm saying is that you guys judge each other on a different level, and I think society and men has kind of done that to you guys over the years.
You know, and it's funny that you say that because when a woman gets ready, we don't necessarily just get ready for the man. We actually get ready for the other females that are gonna be there. We look a certain type of way because we already know the minute we walk in, we're gonna get judged, and we don't really give two shits about the dude who's gonna judge us. It's
because you know the dude's gonna like it no matter what.
Yeah, even if when he says he ain't, he does, because you're still here.
So is it kind of like a competition thing?
I mean, Unfortunately, in some aspect, yes, it is.
Okay.
You know, it is because, you know, you want to look your best. You always want to be pretty. And I think that's where the society part of it comes into play. You know, this is what we were told.
Right.
You know what I mean? This is how,
Well, Casey could not hang with you today. That's why he left his dress at home. Like, he knew he was done. Like, he knew he was done. He's like, I cannot compete with this fuck. I can't fuck with him.
You know what? Listening to Asia speak right now, you got such a pure fucking soul. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, I love Asia. That's why I had to call in.
She's very reflective, bro. You know what I mean? And nothing, but
She's mature. She's a woman.
She's a woman, bro. This isn't a fucking. This isn't a 25-year-old girl speaking. This is a woman. This is a 43-year-old woman, bro.
And that's why I'm not going hard on her.
That has been through some
shit.
shit.
I could go real hard, but I'm not because she is a woman, and I respect the hell out of her.
Yeah, you're not supposed to, bro.
That.
And if anyone called in and they went hard on her, bro, they'd get the eject button, bro. You know what I mean? Because
I'm all for that too. You know, I'm all for that type of.
We you know what? We hear it to a certain point, but at the same time, I have a job as well, and you know, we ain't gonna let that shit fly.
I think Asia. I've been a big supporter of this podcast, and I don't think I've ever called up over here and been negative because
never.
If
bro.
anything,
not
I'm all
one
about
time,
empowerment.
baby.
I'm all about
You know, and I say this
empower our
jokingly.
people, you know?
I say this jokingly, but I kind of mean what I say when I say this is that's little dick energy. You know what I'm saying? When you go and you hate on someone, especially on a woman, on a female, and you being a man, you being, you know, dick and balls, and you go actually out of your fucking way to go on her page or to go on your platform and make a mockery of this woman, little dick energy.
Yeah, I mean that's that, and that's also just like you know, like some people that just want to be hurt for the wrong reasons.
Oh yeah.
But like I said, at the end of the day, I just called honestly to just support, like always, and just to maybe, you know, just let people know that there's a lot of us out here that are watching, and we're not all little dick energy. Like some of us actually want our people to,
I mean, if that was the case, I'd be batting for the other team. You know, because there are men out there that are solid men, that are actual men. You know what I mean? They taste, they smell, they breathe men. You know what I mean? And I had to watch my father get up 3:00 every morning to go to work and take care of his family. You know, and he did it to the day he died. You know, come home with his fingers bleeding, and just from working a hard day to support his family and support 4 kids. You know, so I salute those type of men. I salute a man that's willing to have those type of conversations with his 16-year-old daughter. I support a man that changes. You know, how you viewed the world at 20. If you still view that world in your 40s the same way, then you didn't learn a goddamn thing. But if you start to change your mindset and you start to see things for what they really are, and how much you're important to the world just by changing your mindset is awesome. It's everything. We need more men like that. And that's what I'm hearing. You know, I love to see that. I love to hear it. You know what I mean? And that's a turn on for me.
Trouble, I think.
And so look, before I leave, I mean, Lucky is very lucky. I mean, he's got a good life. He's got daughters, and I believe that his transition and his journey is going to lead him to his ultimate destination. But it's all about the journey. And at this point, that man, I know for a fact, is trying real hard to teach his daughters how to go about things in the right direction. And so the only thing that would scare me, as far as me about my daughter right now, is that I don't want her to bring negative energy to herself by just throwing herself out there like that. And I do have a son, and I'm just as hard as him because I don't want him to go out there in the streets looking like a gang member and get shot by cops or get hit up by certain individuals like where you from type bullshit. When my son's not even a gang member, but if he portrays himself to look like one, then I ain't gonna be mad when those active fools run up on him. At that point, I'm gonna be like, "Fuck! What did I do? Like, how could I have reached my son in a different manner?" So the attire does matter. When it comes to a female or a male. But at the end of the day, you're 43. You know what you've been through, and I totally, like I said, I respect you. I want you to do good for yourself. I want you to prosper. I want you to just be happy in life and whatever you do. But that was basically the reason why I called.
Thank you,
I
Trouble.
really appreciate that.
it.
Thank you for that.
Trouble, we appreciate
Yep.
you, my G. Have a good weekend, dog. Watch that fight tonight, dog, and I'm going to holler at you, baby. Thank you for calling in, dog.
Let's go.
All right,
Let's
bro.
go.
Let's go, baby. We got another phone call right here. So we open up the phone line. What's up? You on Hood Stocks? Talk to us. Okay, they hung up. We had people calling in, and they're going to call back. So
that was deep.
here we go right here. Hold on. You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Okay.
They hung up again.
You're on KLOS. Talk to us.
You know what? So I have daughters, and I've been like coming up in the hood. I'll continue right now. I got something to say, but let's get this phone call. You're on Hood Stocks. Talk to us.
Hey, what's up, man? Hey, homie. Fuck you.
Fuck you too, dog. I love you, bro.
Hey, homie. Hey, it's a straight Goonie out here, dog, from the 702 to 602. We got your back, homie.
That's right, baby. I love you, dog. I appreciate you guys, dog. My Goonies, dog. I
Much
love you.
love, homie. Straight up, dog. And them tetas too.
Don't tell me you got Dirty Cortez on, homie. Hey, motherfuckers, like, that shit, beautiful breast is like the sun. You know what I mean? Just like, oh.
You can't stare at it too. You can't even look at it. You can't stare at it too
You
long.
look fast. Huh?
Yeah.
I was talking about Pepita.
Pepita! Pepita. Fuck Pepita, dog. Yeah, I love
Dog, like, you already know what's up, dog. No, I'm kidding.
Absolutely, baby. Love you.
Homie.
Much
Fuck
love,
all you
baby.
guys.
Let's go,
All
baby.
right.
Love you,
All
dog.
right.
Thank you for calling, dog. So I have daughters. I have young daughters. I have a 5 and 6-year-old. You know what I mean? And it's funny because they watch these videos and now they just like, sometimes they probably watch some YouTube videos they shouldn't be watching and they'll shake their little booty and shit. And I laugh at it. And so I understand that, all right, me as a man, I have something that I have coming to me. And the best way that I'm going to deal with it is I'm just going to be a friend. I'm going to have an open dialogue. We're going to talk about shit. I'm going to put them up on game about the way dudes are. You know what I mean? You know, and that's just
what I've done. That's what I've done with my daughter. But she has seen the stern side, and they get the stern side all the time. I'm very strict in my household. And she's seen the crazy in me. So she knows not to test it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But she's also seen the mother, the friend, the mother. And it's that's a fine line right there. It's very hard to know when to switch over. You know what I mean? But you have to, because you have to be their friend so they can open up to you. They don't want to open up to mom. They want to open up to their friend mom, their friend in you. Yeah. So I get it. So it's very hard to deal with and understand when not to be and when to be. But, you just do it. You just do it. And I've been fortunate that my daughter's 21. She's, she don't do drugs. She don't party. She don't do things like she's been with the same guy she's been with for the past, I don't know, like 4 years. They're engaged.
That's dope. Shout out to her.
Yeah, she, just got another job she's working for Amazon. She does good. She's very sweet. She's very kind. She got a big old heart, and I tell her, sometimes ease up on that. Sometimes you gotta be a little rough. You gotta be a little roughneck. And so I've seen that side of her. She has it in her because I'm her mother. But to me, I think the biggest thing that's always helped, even when I thought it didn't, was fucking talking to your kids, man. Talk to your kids. Tell them some shit. Just always talk to them. Get things out of them. How was your day? Just knowing that they know that you're there, because the father wasn't. My ex-husband decided to shake, so that's cool. He gave me 3 beautiful kids. My oldest son, he's from a crazy relationship. So he's my oldest. I had 1 child from him, and then I went and I got married and had 3 more. And he decided to shake on us. And I've always told my children, no matter what, at the end of the day, who I date or if I don't date, it's always just going to be us. It's going to be me and you guys. And I'm always here. And I'm always gonna be here, whether you like it or not. And believe me, I've broke down doors and I've done some crazy ass shit for my kids. And it ain't no stopping me, you know? Ain't no stopping.
Do you ever see yourself just like really, really settling down and just cruising into the horizon of life with one dude?
I mean, that's what you're supposed to do, right? One dude, you know? It that goes hand in hand. But I mean, yeah, of course, you know, just relationships are messy, man. They're fucking messy. It's too, and how you told me earlier that you're just a strong, you know, you got a strong mindset, you know. I do too, and the person I'm with usually does too. So it's, you know, them heads be bumping sometimes. So it's like,
what kind of? I mean, what are we bumping heads over?
You know, it's like I said, because I'm such a tomboy and I've always been the alpha female. And mind you, my ex-husband left when they were little, so I had to raise my children to where they're at now, and they're all damn near adults. My youngest is 17, so you know, I did it by myself. Now I have this man in my home, and we have to abide by what he says. It's kind of hard to do that. You know, it's kind of hard to pass him the reins, hand him over the reins when I've done this my whole life. You know what I mean? So that's usually, you know, where we don't connect.
So maybe you're just you're kind of like it takes a certain man. It takes a dude that is very you know, passive aggressive. Maybe not passive aggressive, but just the opposite of you, right? You know, the opposite of you that's saying, hey, you know what? I'm okay with you, you know what I mean, handling the business and calling the shots. I mean, and when you're dealing with dudes that are from the neighborhood, I mean, it's hard for you to find those dudes.
You would think, but no, it's not hard to find. It is out there. You know, there's men that are comfortable enough, you know, and that to me screams big dick energy, fat pockets energy. That he actually was like okay with me to be who I am. You know, he was confident enough to know that she's coming home to me, or, you know, she's gonna take us somewhere where I possibly couldn't, you know, and when she don't got it, I got it, you know, and that's the type, that's the type of man that I fuck with, you know, and those men, unfortunately, are very rare. You know, so, and for all the men out there that are like, well, I'm like that, well, I haven't seen it. So
where you at, motherfucker?
Oh,
DM's gonna be blowing up right now. Be like, I'm that dude. But you got a man right now.
I do.
You have a man. He's in a relationship, but you're not.
Right. and I've told him that time and time again. I'm single and you're not. And he knows it, but he's cool with it. And I think that's the get factor. You know what I mean? We just get each other like that. And he lets me be me. And I don't put my business out there. So for everyone that didn't know about it, it's because you weren't supposed to. To
airing
me,
it out.
Well, yeah, that's why I said it's about to get real today. You know what I mean? But and I don't need to put my certain type of business out there because I don't want to. You know, plain and simple.
I mean, it's up to you. You know, I mean, it's your, if people are subscribed to your channel, so to speak. You know what I mean? You let them see what you want to let them see.
Exactly, like, you know? Just like everybody else, you know, except for some, and even reality shows be doing the same shit. That shit's scripted, you know what I mean? You only get to see you're supposed to see this, you know what I mean? And on some other shit, I like to keep shit private because it's my personal business. It's our personal business, you know? And it's not to downplay him or to keep him. I'm not, you know, trying to show off my dude or anything because I'm ashamed or some shit. Hell no. It's just I know how these vultures are out here. You know what I mean? So I've had it happen one too many times before. It ain't happening this one. No, not on this one. So
this is the one.
Well, I mean,
it could be.
He's different. He's different in the sense that he lets me be me. You know, he doesn't shut me up. He doesn't try to tell me to do shit that everyone else tried to do, try to change me. He doesn't try to change me, and that's number one right there.
I mean, the worst mistake you could do is try to change a grown woman.
Right.
You know, you either adapt to who she is, or you're just not gonna fit the script, baby.
Exactly.
Or you get out of the way.
And
Exactly.
and shout out to your dude. I talked to him when you're coming in. You happen to be talking with him, you know. And I mean, shout out to the homie. It's all love. It's all respect, baby. You know what I mean? And you know, when the conversation we have right here, it's just we just having fun, my G. You know what I mean? So I hope you don't take it no any other type of way, you know. And I would have this conversation with my lady right here. You know what I mean? You know, because she's cool like that. You know what I
So
mean?
is he. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? And
she-
that's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta have that type of relationship. Cause I ain't with all that fucking boring shit.
No, that's just whack, dude.
I can't do it.
That's just whack. I
Yeah.
mean, we've been through too much shit, dude. I mean, you got one life. You know what I
Right.
mean? Can you imagine you have this one life and you gotta fake the funk of who you really are.
Exactly.
Like, and that's why some relationships probably haven't worked with you because they wanted you to be someone else than who you were, and they couldn't. They fell in love, fell in lust, whatever you want to call it, with who you were initially.
Right.
But as they got down they got down a block and they made the right or the left or whatever the fuck you want to call it, they're like, oh shit, now we need to make some changes. Like, I've always known, and my girl's smart. You know what I mean? She knows the way I am. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And she's like, you know what? I mean, my girl fuck with me for who I was from the beginning. You know, and that made her the right one to fuck with me. I mean,
Right.
because if I had a female that was on my, and I've had them in the past that was on my bumper, bop, 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 whoop, whoop, whoop. You know what I mean? All this fucking extra shit. You know what I mean? It's like, you know what? I got enough extra shit in my life, and you putting the extras on top of the extras, and the shit ain't gonna work. You know what I mean? And so that's how we find, I mean, like, you're an alpha female, I'm an alpha male. You know? Probably.
Don't get it twisted. Just real quick, don't get it twisted. He's an alpha male too, and that was the attraction. You know, he's a very, very brilliant man. You know, and that was the set attraction. You know, aside from all the other good stuff he got going on, but you know, it was the fact that he knows when to put his foot down and he knows when to take it off. You know, he knows when to move it.
You gotta know when to pick your fights, right?
Exactly. And we're still in that phase. I don't know how long you've been with your lady. We're not new, but we're not old. You know what I mean? We're getting to know each other still. You know what I mean? And we're learning each other, and that's what you're supposed to do. You know what I mean? It's like any relationship, anywhere, you got to get to know them, and so that's where we're at right now.
Well, you know what? If you were to rewind the track, right? If you were able to rewind life, would you do things differently? I mean, would you?
Of course, who wouldn't?
Yeah.
You know, you made some mistakes right here, and I would.
I mean, in a sense of approaching a profession differently. Like, would you have been a lawyer? Would you have been like, you know what I mean? Would you have picked a different type of profession opposed to the profession that you've picked?
Probably not. You know, I can never make up my mind. I'm a Gemini. I can never make up my mind.
Is that the thing with Geminis?
I guess.
They
I
have
don't
a hard
know.
time making up their mind.
I guess.
I mean,
but
so if are you the type of female that on a late night you're hungry as fuck, but you
I don't know
know
what the
you're
fuck I
hungry,
want.
but you don't know what the fuck you want?
Hey, I don't know what the fuck I want.
Right. I mean, I think that's common with a lot of situations like that, or you know, when you're in that kind of like that predicament. I'm
And then
hungry as
there's
fuck.
days where I know exactly what the fuck I want. You know, I'm gonna go get it, and I get it. You know, but it's and to be fair, I told this individual that you don't want this. You don't want a relationship with me. You know, I'm set in my ways. Like I said, you know, I'm not young anymore. I'm not in my 20s anymore. So now that I'm in my 40s, I feel like I've earned the right to do whatever the fuck I want because I've taken care of business. You know, I don't depend on anybody. I'm not on welfare. I don't, you know, do any of those things. I take care of my business. You know, my kids are straight. I'm straight. all my kids except for one. Well, my son's actually gonna graduate soon, but they all graduated. I had a son graduate with a scholarship, you know. So that goes to show you, you know, that when I mean business at home, it's business at home. You know what I mean? But I just had to make it clear to this person that, you know, I've been in some messy, sticky ass situations with my past relationships, you know, and I don't know if I want a new one, you know. And he was too persistent, and so now I told him, now it's up to you. Yeah, I'm not gonna be the type to be like, okay, you're really stuck with me. No, if you want to fly out and you want to dip, then, you know, the door's right there. Ultimately, it's up to you if you want to stay or not. I will never disrespect. I don't disrespect. And see, and that's the trippy part. You know, we've been in each other's lives for about a year already, and where everyone sits here and says, oh, you know, you're doing this and you're doing that with this person and you're with this person and you're with this person. We've been talking, you know, for a significant amount of time. So he knows who I really am. He sees me for who I really am, you know, and he knows where I've been and where I haven't. And so that's why I sit here, and I didn't want to put him out there. I didn't want to put the fact that I was in a relationship out there for the simple fact that I like people talking shit, you know. It lets me know who you are. It lets me know where you're coming from, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, but he's with it, you know, and then, man, kudos to him for being with it.
Absolutely. I know Casey's got some questions, and I wanna pick your brain about a couple things before we end this podcast. But I gotta pee real quick, so I'm gonna send it over to Casey real quick.
What's up, everybody? I'm on my third Michelob Ultra. What are you on? I'm starving. I haven't eaten anything all day. So you said you're heading to some like funk show later?
Yes. Well, we're supposed to go now, so yeah.
Oh damn, Lucky's holding you up. Lucky has you hostage. What do you listen to? Like, I don't know if you stay around this area in Orange County, but I know a lot in LA. There's not really a lot of places that spin funk, more in OC.
Especially now because of the whole being vaccinated. I ain't vaccinated, and I'm not going to get vaccinated. Yeah. You know what I mean? You're not going to force me to do something I don't want to do. So that's just that. So now that you have to be vaccinated in order to go to a bar or a function in LA County, sucks ass, you know?
Yeah,
so
it does.
I'm going to go ahead and Orange County, here
Orange County, well, here we come, baby. We're going to go fuck it up.
Today it's not about Orange County. Shout out to Orange County because I love Orange County.
Yeah.
We're going to San Diego.
Okay.
There's a function out there today, and we're trying to hit that function, you know?
Okay.
Go have a good time.
It's going to be dope.
And it's the type of music I listen to, I'm into. Yesterday, I went to the Swamp Meet to hear a cover band, a Morsi cover band. I love that music, you know? I love that music. You know, I used to be a frequent goer of Vertigos, and I don't know if anyone remembers that place, but that was a dope spot. But then I also like to listen to my funk music, my oldies, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, shit, we're doing it like that? Fuck.
They got to leave, Lucky. They got to go to...
He's like, you ain't going nowhere.
They got to go to San Diego.
So, yeah. So, we got dressed because I wasn't trying to get dressed in the car. You know what I mean? So, but, Scam and Jam. We're about to hit Scam and Jam.
Scam and Jam.
Who's playing at Scam and Jam?
I have no fucking idea.
I mean, Scam and Jam sounds like the ultimate fucking like...
Scam and Jam.
Hey, wait.
Sounds like the ultimate pandemic.
Where's his?
So go get yourself one, bro.
And where's yours?
Well, get yourselves one.
Come on, let's do this.
Let's do this. Everybody get one.
Everybody get a shot.
Everybody get a shot. Everybody get a shot.
Because this shit is on fire, right?
Fire!
Look at me! Look at me! Look at me! Hey. Francis, give me a shot of that other stuff. I don't like this shit.
What's the other stuff?
What is that?
That's the, I think that's the rest.
He wants to see me make that face, like.
There's K9, there's limes if you want. There's limes right there in the kitchen.
Yeah, let me get one, please.
You know what, Casey? One thing about Casey is Casey doesn't use limes as chasers. He uses a banana. His chaser is a banana.
That's, yeah.
It's kind of gay, huh? What do you like? Like, does any history entice you? I mean, do you ever go down like, cause there's so much shit on YouTube and shit.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, is there anything that
Flat Earthers type shit? I'm curious about that. No one, until we build a rocket and go out there and check for ourselves, no one's ever really gonna fucking know.
No, they say they're here, man.
I mean, we built a rocket.
You did? Cause I know I didn't. So I'm one of those. I have to see it to believe it. Type
but you gotta have trust.
I know.
Do you have trust?
I believe it.
You gotta. Maybe that's sometimes why sometimes relationships don't work because there's no trust.
Oh yeah, of course.
Trust issues.
Of course.
You have trust issues?
Of course, all day.
Why?
All day because of what I've been shown. People that said that they were gonna never do that to me did it, and did it with a smile. You know?
That shit hurts, huh?
Oh, I mean, it is what it is.
And I've been on both sides of the fence.
Yeah, it is
I've
what
hurt.
it is.
I've hurt a lot of people.
And that's what I thought. I thought, fuck, it's my fucking payback or some shit. But
well, people tell me my payback is for my girls that I have now. They're like, oh, fool, that's your payback for being a filthy fucking whore.
That's not a payback. That's
they know that they're blessings.
Yeah, exactly.
I love my girls. Oh
right?
my God. I got these little fucking white girls, dude, and they just crazy, man. And oh my God. Anyways.
Let's take this shot.
Salud.
Hey, salud, everybody. Love you guys, man. You know what I mean? Blessings, power, all that shit.
For real, I gotta do this?
Live on camera.
You don't have to. You didn't take your shot, fool. Pepita. Do you ever get on YouTube and just like?
Oh, it's so smooth though.
You said
so with my dude, right? We do that all the time. We discuss things about.
What do you guys discuss?
The stars.
The stars.
What was he telling me not that long ago? I think we were talking about the sun or something like that. But we get into these crazy. I don't even know how the fuck we get there, but we just get there. And my kids get involved, and they have, and it's pretty cool to see how they know so much, and I had no clue. I had no fucking. How did you know that? Like my son is very, very smart, and
I think the kids are a lot smarter than we were.
Then we give them credit for it. You know what I'm saying?
The kids. The kids nowadays, like that, we are. What do they call it when you're half robot? What do they call it?
Cyborg.
Excuse me. That's not the word I was looking for, but I have brain farts. And
that's what it is, cyborg.
That's due to the methamphetamine, the PCP, and the crack cocaine.
Due to the Wavy Bar.
Oh man, those are the good old days.
I saw you chomping that shit.
The Wavy Bar. Shout out to the Wavy Bar.
You're gonna watch the Canelo fight and you're gonna be punching the air when we watching that shit on that.
I'm gonna be punching you in the dress, bro. You know what? No, it's just life. You know what I mean? We just like as I get older, right? We talk about getting older and shit. And for so many years, I was on the streets. I was in and out of the penitentiary, doing time, fucking bunch of CDC numbers. And I was just shitting on myself. Like people shitted on me, so I joined the parade of shitting on me, and I started shitting on myself. And
your Uber's here.
But I'm just saying though, like I stopped myself from learning, because I just wanted to master one craft, and that was the street craft.
Right.
That was fucking being a gang member, the penitentiary, robbing, just everything that had to do with the criminal culture of being a gang member. And
let me just say something real quick.
Yeah.
I don't mean to cut you
off. No, you're good.
Bad.
You're good. I do it all the time.
But I think the misconception of people being busted is that they just sit on their ass all day and just be gang members and do gang member things. They don't realize that there's a lot more back there than they know. There's books, there's school, there's college, there's ways of growing behind them walls. And for anyone that ever has something to say about a man that has done time or been somewhere, been in the back or whatever the case is, say it to them. I dare you to say it to that man's face. don't say it to me. Don't hide in my DMs. Don't come at me like that, you know? Say it to them. And let's see what they say to you. You know, let's see what happens after that.
You know what? I wouldn't be the dude that I am now. And I'm not saying that I'm the greatest person, but it taught me a lot of character of being back there, doing the time, you know, and it's just a different curriculum. It's a different curriculum that the ones that have served that time know. I'm not glorifying it. I'm not telling you to go commit a crime and go experience that, because I wouldn't want that on none of my fucking babies, none of my kids, you know?
Right.
But when you're dealing, I'll use this as an example. And so in the trade that I work, okay, so I'm a kind of like an older dude in this trade, opposed to younger dudes. They're in the same level as me, you know? And as being a boss in this construction field, I gotta understand who is who. Like, yeah, this is an older dude, gang member that been through some things. This is a younger dude right here, and you read the crowd, you read the surface, you see what's in front of you, and you deal with it accordingly. You know, and some of these cats have a hard time doing that to this day as I work in this trade of construction. Maybe they're not. Maybe
it's like that in everything, though. It's like that in every, you know, this is still high school, you know, and everyone has their own table. This is the gangster table. This is the jock table. This is the nerd table. This is, you know, we all still got our tables, right? And there's always going to be one alpha, and there's always going to be one clown. There's always going to be one crazy one. There's always going to be one of each and every fucking table. So I'm not glorifying it either. I'm not saying commit a crime and go be this badass back there. It's not what I'm saying. It's what I'm saying. It's for the men that are already there, you know. That's just what it is. It's you know, it's life. You know what I mean? You know, so don't take it for you know, something negative. It's not nothing negative. I'm not trying to tell you go and be there and those are the only men that know anything. No, but there's some men in there that decided to grow from that experience. Okay, I'm back here, so now what? Do I just sit here? What do I do? You know, do I just politic it? Do I, you know, do I just not do nothing? Do I program? Do I, you know, what do I do back here? And some men, you know, make choices. And even with all those choices, you know, you still have the choice to learn. You still have the choice to pick up a book and read and educate yourself and be somewhere, you know, in here. You know what I mean? And to me, that's everything. That's knowledge is key, dude. Knowledge is fucking key. I mean, and if you don't got it, then what are you doing with yourself?
I mean, when you're locked up, it's not necessarily a physical form. It can be a mental form. But when it comes to the mental form, right. it is on you. You know what I mean? Because you can be locked in a cage, but you can be
mentally.
Yeah, but you can be locked in a cage physically, but mentally, you can be out on Whittier Boulevard with one fine China. You feel what I'm saying, though, dog? But like, so a lot of like what you doing, are you have a relationship with the dude that is busted right now? You know,
incarcerated. Yes.
Yeah, incarcerated. You're bringing that man hope. You know, every time he talks to you, you putting a smile on his face and you're taking him out of his current situation.
It's reciprocated. You know what I mean? I give, he gives, and he gives me the same thing. He, believe me, it's back and forth. You know, and that's what I enjoy. I'm not just giving. You know, it's shared.
I mean, what's the percentage when it comes to mental and physical in a relationship? What would you call it, a percentage?
What do you mean? Like, that's kind of vague.
Like, yeah, okay. When it comes to a percentage in being in a relationship, how much is physical? How much is mental?
Physical, as in
what's more
intimacy.
important? What's more important, so to speak, right? Like, what's more important in a relationship?
I mean, let's be honest. You know, sex is it's important. You know, you want it. You know, you want it, and it's a great feeling. It's an even better feeling when it's with someone you love and you truly care about. But if you had to weigh it, for me, and I'm not speaking for anybody else, I'm speaking for me only. For me, it has to be balanced. You know, you can't really put a number on it. It just has to be balanced. Now, I always tell my dude, you know, I'm gonna have to fucking, stiff arm you a lot, you know what I mean? But mind you, he's been down 16 years. So it's understandable. In 16 years, I've had, 3-4 dumbass relationships, you know what I mean? So I get it, but to me personally, it just has to be a balance, and I think that's, you need a balance on pretty much anything, you know what I mean?
You need a balance, yeah, but is it so at this point in your relationship or your life, it's more mental than it's physical?
It's always been.
It's always been.
It's always been.
Yeah.
I just never, I never expressed it like I should have before, and that's why those relationships didn't work. I tried to in one relationship, and he would try to belittle me, because he didn't want me to be, he didn't want me to be up here with him. He liked me down here beneath him, and that's why that relationship didn't work. And I'm glad it didn't, but it taught me some stuff. It taught me that this is what I don't want, and I'm not gonna go get the same thing, I want something different. I want something better.
Are females harder to figure? Are females hard to figure out? To
me, it's stop trying to figure us out and just, understand that if this isn't what you want, then kindly leave the relationship. You know what I mean? Stop trying to everyone's too busy trying to make someone else look some type of way for their own, clout or whatever it is. Don't do that. That's stupid. It's dumb. You know what I mean? To me, it's just dumb. If you're not feeling the hyena, don't be with the hyena. That's it, straight up.
Yeah. Is it a man's responsibility to make a female happy, or is it?
No. I know everyone's gonna clown because the whole Will Smith, Jada Pinkett fucking bullshit, but he's right in a sense.
I feel like he's right.
You need to be happy on your own. Don't be bringing that miserable shit over here. You know what I mean? And try to expect me to make you happy. No, that's not how it works. It shouldn't work that way. Unfortunately, there's too many relationships like that. But you need to be happy. Let me be happy, and let's bring that happiness together and be 10 times more happier. Let's.
I agree with it. I really agree with it. At the end of the day, like I respect it. Like, hey, check it out. Like, if you're unhappy within yourself, then it doesn't matter what relationship you're in.
It's never gonna get fixed until you fix you.
Yeah, you're always going to be unhappy.
Right, exactly.
So this life is about fixing ourselves. Have you fixed yourself?
I like how you say that. It looks like he meant it, wholeheartedly, but the same time,
I did.
I don't know.
When I ask you that, I ask myself that. I ask myself that.
I can't sit here and say it's taken me 43 years because you don't start from birth. But it's taking me some time to get to where I'm comfortable and content. I always tell my dude, I'm content. Oh, why do you use that word? He asked me one time, why that word? We don't, what it was is that, that's where I'm at. It's not I can't use the word happiness because in an instant that could be taken away from you, but I'm content with where I'm at. Which means that I still want more, which means I still want to fix myself. I'm never going to be done fixing myself.
It's a lifelong thing.
It's a lifelong thing.
I'm 44 years old and I am still reaching for advice. I'm reaching for guidance. I think the biggest thing that we can have, even at my age, we need mentors. Have you ever had any mentors in your life? like a lot of us in the hood don't have mentors.
No.
But there's people in
there's people
the
you
other
can
society
agree with. There's people that you can
agree with, and that would that be a mentor?
I mean, I don't know. You know, that's a hard part because, you know, like in the 60s and all that, everyone had, you know, Malcolm X or, you know, things of that nature. So they actually had someone where they could sit there and say, this is the face to it. But I think our mentors are just, you know, getting to know somebody, you know, your closest friends, you know, your closest
Picking and choosing.
Exactly.
What
you know?
information you want to
even
accept.
the negative, like you said earlier, even the negative, you learn off of that. You know what to do with it, you know, now. You know, I know this is negative. This does not sound positive to me. So
This won't last for too long. Why? Because I won't let it last too long. Like it ultimately, at the end of the day, we are God.
you know, you gotta give people the benefit of the doubt. One, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and give you the benefit of the doubt. Let's see where this goes. You know, I don't know nothing about you. I didn't hear nothing. I didn't hear nothing positive or negative. I didn't hear nothing. So, but, you know, I kind of like, you know, your vibe. I kind of like your stilo. I kind of like your get down. So we're going to be friends, you know, and that's what you do. You be friends until something happens, and something always happens. You know what I mean?
How do you prevent that something from happening, though?
You can't prevent it. It's how you go about it. It's how you answer to it. It's, you know, that's where it's at. You know what I mean? You can communicate all day, but it's how you comprehend and what you do with that comprehension. You know, if you don't do something right by it, then I don't feel the need to be here with you anymore. So cut.
And and then that stems to also always maintaining your frequency, your vibrations. And once something's not in your frequency, then you need to fucking, you know, you need to change the channel. You need to get rid of that shit. I mean, I've done that to this day. You know what I mean? Like there's like I got a lot of street homies, dog, that I love, and they my boys, but they can't fuck with me right now.
You got a big heart. That's even harder. It's harder to cut somebody off because I got a big heart. You know what I mean? I want to give this person another chance. I want to give them the benefit of the doubt. Now that I did hear something or see something, you still kind of want to be like, man, I know there's good in you. You know, you want to see them blossom. You want to see them grow. You want to see them succeed. And so you stick around, and then you end up getting hurt again in the process, and again, or whatever the case is. So there has to be a point where you tell yourself, hey, you know what? Check it out. It's time to go. I gotta go. What time is it? I gotta go.
It's time to go.
And on that note, I want everybody to give it up for One Fine China. Thank you so much. This has been dope. This has been fun. You know, I really appreciate you, and I thank you for coming through and giving us your time.
And thank you. I appreciate you too.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having me here.
Absolutely. This has been dope. This has been fun. And I mean, that could have not ended on the perfect note.
Right?
I gotta go. We gotta go. Right? Is there anything you want to promote? Anybody? I mean, anything you want to just like plug? I mean,
if you see me post it, fuck with it. You know what I mean? If I post it on my story, I post it on my feed, fuck with it, because I got good taste. I'm just saying.
There you go right there. One Fun Channel, everybody. Appreciate you guys. You guys enjoy the Canelo fight, the Scam and Jam, the UFC fight, whatever you're doing tonight, your shit. We love you guys. You guys have a good time with it, man. Enjoy your Saturday.